When we last left off, our intrepid heroes made their way out to the old road towards the Dwarven stronghold alongside a alchemist friend. They met an ogre who had waylaid the caravan carrying the alchemist supplies. The ogre proceeded to beat the ever-loving shit out of them, almost wiped the party, and definitely killed the Ock. The party tied the ogre up in vengeance and left her there to probably be abused by the local centaurs, returned to town, and followed up on the rumor of the Reed's farm being occupied by the undead. Reed, of course, being the local priestess who has turned to evil and conjured up a group of fanatically loyal bandits who have been molesting the town and disrupting trade. As promised, you arrived at the farm, dispatched a group of ghouls and a ghast. And that, my friends, is where we left off. Boop. There's a great deal of blood smeared all over the ground, and several of you are quite badly injured. But the worst of it has passed for now.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm basically almost dead right now.
Yeah, you're almost dead. Yark is half dead. Kareen has fallen unconscious in a dwarven stupor. Drank way too much. Good night. And Dane is just fine.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are doing pretty hip.
I'm gonna chug one of those potions I got.
See, when you had your tank in the party, Leok, this wouldn't have been happening.
It infinitely amuses me. Ah!
Nice!
With that solid one, was it?
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Alright.
And wake up.
One of your paper cuts you got at some point slowly heals.
By the way, my screen's completely black on.
It should be, because you aren't here yet.
Cool. Wonderful. No rush. I'm gonna keep headbutting the character sheet until I am here.
Should probably heal lady. I should definitely heal lady.
I think you should, because I just tried potions and they said fuck you.
Alright, stand perfectly still and there'll be no rusty nails this time.
I can't use metal armor. Okay.
Yay!
Well, holy shit. That's good. It's real good. Let's see what that does. That gives you 2d8.
Yatta!
Can I stack this on top? Nope, that's only for spell.
It's fine,
See how
because I
much
think 2d8 will probably up. So, yeah. You get 13 hit points back, lady.
Sweet.
Oh, yeah, 13. Let's go 13.
And your thing auto-rolled, so yeah.
Perfect. I forgot to actually set it up so it does the roll.
Yeah, you can have the 8.
Derp. Nope! Take the 13.
No, the 13 was for lady. You get the 8.
Okay.
Oh, great. I get the 8. Yes!
Alright, at least I am not dead now.
Yes.
Can I flavor a two-handed scythe to be a two-handed staff to be a scythe, but still use staff rolls?
Sure, whatever.
Cool.
Just remember it'll still do bludgeoning damage, which is dumb for a scythe.
It just means you're using a very rusty scythe.
Yes,
So
you're using a scythe that is just rusted and dull.
Do you remember
I'll
what
bludgeon you to death with my scythe.
the little fire on my token is?
I believe you were poisoned.
Oh, am I still poisoned?
That's right.
Quite
But it's
possibly.
freaking
Let me
thick
go
enough.
look and see how ghoul poison works. Let me just
Didn't I
flip
save on
through
the
here.
poison for me? Or am I still poisoned?
As a dwarf,
So
I
you
just
are
assumed
definitely
you were
poisoned. I remember that. In fact, you have a disease. So
Oh, I don't.
God.
If I say it strongly enough, it'll be true.
that's definitely how that works. All right. Let's see. Ghoul poison. Who the fuck is it?
The place we're going, we won't need poison.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Dane, you're fine. Lady, you are mostly fine. You're just gonna have to make a fortitude save tomorrow, and we'll be fine.
Can I ask a question? Is there a way to make a weapon deal a different damage type? Like, could I
No.
make a staff do slashing?
Certain weapons can.
I
Like
mean,
a
you can
longsword
make a staff
would-
do slashing damage by turning it into a scythe.
But then it would no longer be a staff.
Correct. That is how that works, yes. There might be some, like, magical items that will do that sort of thing, like a sword that does bludgeoning, but I mean, wouldn't know anything about that off the top of my head.
Okay.
So, the three of you who are alive and sober enough to continue adventuring, as you are patching your wounds, you hear a door creak open from one of the houses nearby.
Oh boy.
From over yonder here.
Fuck, do I put in my
And a shadowy figure slowly shuffles out of the house, carrying
God,
a
not again.
pitchfork in one hand, and in the other, well, that's just a stump, actually. A bit of meat is hanging off and dragging behind it.
No, we're perfectly fine with not fighting
As
you.
another ghoul shuffles out of the house.
I'm gonna move away.
Alright. It turns and looks up at you with big, watery, white eyes and says, "What in tarnation's going on out here? So much racket.
Since when could ghouls talk?
Ghouls? What? Funny. He just keeps walking past you guys. He goes over towards this dead dog that's clearly like several days old, that's just had its neck snapped and most of its viscera picked out by birds. He goes over to the dog corpse and just leans down and pats the dog on the head. There, boy.
The dog is dead.
What? Hey, now it's lazy. Ain't dead.
Hmm.
And just pets the dead dog, and as he does so, like, part of its face just sloughs off. But you can instantly recognize that this is the same black hound that you guys have seen a spectral form of several times now. It's definitely the same dog. Just
So many
very
raids
dead.
going on here. I don't like it, won't be.
And
there's a...
yeah, as he's petting the dog, Yark, you're close enough to get a whiff of something real nasty coming off this guy. He is rotting. This ghoul is in the process of decomposition on the hoof.
It's fine. The other girls were rotting as well. This is nothing new for me. But the other girls were not nearly as sentient as this guy, which brings up some questions.
Yeah, he finishes
I mean-
petting the dog and then comes over here, and then he opens the pen here and goes inside and starts, like, it looks like he's rubbing down horses, like he's brushing them off, but all the animals here have long since left.
Right, this man's clearly a lunatic.
I'm fine with leaving him alone if everybody else just wants to move on ahead.
I'm back. Am I still poisoned? I had to get food from the door.
Yeah, no, you're not poisoned, and there's a ghoul that's shuffling around, petting a dead dog, and
It's
Oh.
tending
speaking.
to his horses that aren't there.
Oh, well, he sounds like a nice guy.
Hey, seems sweet. He has a pitchfork in one hand, and his other hand is a rotting stump, and he smells incredibly bad because he's, rotting.
We should ask him if he needs a hand.
Oh my god, I hate you so much right now.
What's the dog's name?
For the leg.
Oh, that one?
What's the... Yeah,
That one there's Malcolm.
That one.
Good boy.
Okay.
The dog,
Yeah.
just kind of like
Yeah.
one of its eyes drops out of its head.
Your dog seems to have drawn the ire of a certain amount of individuals.
Huh? What you talking about, friend?
Your dog is accused of breaking into a nearby property and picking a fight with another dog. Very nasty business.
Are you gonna take
My
the doctor for
Malcolm.
arrest or something, Snicky?
Ah, you're crazy. Crazy. Mary!
Oh, those
Mary,
are
we
the
got
accusations.
guests. Marion!
Oh God.
What are you even on about?
Honey, sweetie pie. Where you gone to?
What are you even on about?
Who's gonna break the news to him?
Somebody's about to realize he's undead.
And, of course, you can probably piece together who this fellow is
Alright.
at this point. So
Is he
he's
Mr.
calling
Clean?
for Marion Reed, former owner of this farm.
Yep.
Oh, that was the thing I must have missed.
Marion's
It's his
the
wife.
bandit queen, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
Everyone's dead.
Oh
But the
shit!
big
Wait.
question is why they didn't stay dead. Someone start detecting magic before we
Oh.
break the news to this poor guy.
So
I
as you're
mean-
saying that to your friends, someone else is
Ah, shit.
investigating, watching these proceedings from the shadows.
Shit.
Cole, what are you up to these days?
Not messing with my character sheet. I am investigating things from afar.
So you're being a voyeur.
Yeah, so let's. Yeah, Cole is like many aspiring adventurers. Let's word it like that. Is looking for a way to investigate the situation to gain a quick buck and also figure out what's actually going on. As is it okay if I assume that she too can see the Black Hound, or would you rather I didn't?
You might have seen it before, but you probably haven't seen it with the same frequency as our adventuring friends here.
Which is the weird part.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Keeps
as the druid, obviously, it's meeting that's bothered her. While she's been in the area, so she's looked to try and find out some more about it, as well as see what sort of coin she can turn by investigating the situation in the area. So she's probably gonna just stand off to the side and keep watching.
All right.
Honestly,
My question is, how do we put the souls to rest without disturbing them any further?
not stabbing them either.
What's that, friend? You want some rest?
Oh,
Well, that's fine. We got some spare beds here. One good turn deserves another, and all that. Pay it forward or something. What was that Mary's always saying? Anyway, our house is your house. Until I can find my wife, wherever she's gone on to.
You sound like
no need. We're here. We don't have a lot of time. We'll be moving through. But
wait.
thanks for the offer.
You sure?
You seem-
I could at least offer you some food. And he leans down and he just
thanks,
reaches a hand
we're-
into the
we're in a
stomachs
hurry.
of
We're
one
not-
of these ghouls, just rips out a big handful of entrails that are covered in flies and maggots, just extends it to you. Good eatings this time of year.
I
I'm
would.
afraid we're in a hurry.
Can I be heard? Hello.
Yeah, hello.
All right, and then I'll
Yes, you
drop
may.
kick you later, Snips. So,
Good.
you seem like a decent enough fellow, which is why I would feel bad if we didn't tell you about the bad news. We're looking for your wife, Mr. Reed.
What? Mary? Where's Mary?
You gonna tell
I
me
was
instead?
hoping you would know.
That's the big question in everyone's minds nowadays.
Huh? I don't know. She should be here around the farm. If not here, then maybe look at the church in town. Serves as a high priestess. Great honor
Just
for
make-
her.
Just making sure we know for a fact and are not just assuming that Mary is the name of.
Yes, Marion Reed is the bandit queen.
And we came here specifically looking for her.
Yes, and this is definitely her farm.
Okay. She should be around here. It's at least what we were told.
Well, then look around. Maybe she fell asleep somewhere. Mary! Mary! He
Do a perception
starts
test and failed
repeating her
miserably.
name. Yeah, there's definitely not a Miri around, but you see some fresh footprints going off like this away.
Man, they must have been very unstealthy if my
Can I
7
roll?
perception
Can I
could
roll
find them.
stealth if I can see if I can be less
No,
obvious?
you don't need to roll stealth right now, but you'd have left footprints before. So that's what they're seeing.
Guys, follow me over here.
Are druids not good at like not being obvious in nature?
Depends on their skill set.
Inside someone's farm probably doesn't count as nature. Like once you step off the property, yeah, you can probably start like covering your trail up, but inside the farm that's covered in like undead until mere moments ago, less so.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'll corral together the 2 muscles we got and try to start following the trail. And be like, careful, this might be the trail of Mrs. Reed.
It'd be pretty stupid for her to stick around.
Damn you, Fnux, so pay attention, you're muted.
Maybe he's eating food.
I literally just moved my token to stand next to you.
Okay, fair enough. Also,
What the
I'm
fuck?
surprised.
Pay attention.
God.
Jesus Christ, DCL, come on.
Hmm.
And yes, I am eating wings.
Also, is Mers not in this game?
No, Mers is not in this game.
I feel
is
so understaffed right now.
You mean
It's just the
You
three
just
of
can't
you.
leave
The
without
person you're
mercy.
missing is Hedra. Hedra is AFK.
I know we're missing Hedra, but I did for some reason the party of 3 feels extra tiny.
Well,
right
yeah,
now.
because Leok also died, so you're going to find a new character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, the Scooby Gang moves along the tracks, assuming that this is going to be the person we're looking for.
Alright, now you should probably make a
God.
stealth check if you do not want to be found.
I will use my stealth check. We just press the
We're
button.
still about stealth though.
Do I just press stealth?
Yep, just push the stealth button.
Oof. Get
You are
fucked.
incredibly difficult to find.
I don't like the stealth.
We follow
Oh.
the trail, and it leads us to nothing.
Yeah, it just terminates right here in this, like, at this tree stump. And as the party's looking, Cole is just, like, hunched down behind the stump, and as the party rotates around, it just rotates the other way. Completely invisible.
Guess I was mistaken. Come along, guys. We need to make sure we can find Reed before.
Wait, with a nat 20, can I shadow them? Like, just perfectly?
Yeah, you can definitely shadow them for a while, at least until they leave the
Ooh, I can do
farm.
that. Just be right behind Mr. Reed, like, who's your extra friend?
Yeah, the party just has 4 shadows, but nobody notices.
Nobody.
I'm the only
It's
one who rolled a
perfectly normal.
perception check, so
Good luck being a 25.
Nah, this is fine.
Alright, so given that, and with Mr. Reed just wandering around in sort of a stupor haze. Close.
But not quite.
Yeah.
Fucking weird, ain't it? The thing I don't understand about this whole situation is how he kept his wits about him even after dying. Is there any sort of check I can make to try to piece this together?
Yeah, you could make a religion or a medicine check. You would definitely have an
I think
easier
I'll
time
go
of it
with
if you could examine him more closely.
No, let's go with religion.
Okay.
I don't want to be examining him. The stench of that guy.
there's a powerful smell.
It is incredibly powerful.
That's not very nice. He could be a potential.
Jesus.
I mean, he's literally a rotting corpse, so, you know.
It is big smell energy.
Yeah, so the 15, normally ghouls have a manner of intelligence, though truly, like, sentient ghouls are quite rare, called ghasts. They usually lead the packs, but the spellcraft to create them is incredibly advanced, the sort of thing an archmage or a high priest would be capable of, maybe.
Well, if we're aware if we're in Pathfinder 2 or not. We could
Yeah, in
be-
Pathfinder 2, you would know that that's at least a 6th level spell there.
No, I mean, if we're in Pathfinder 2, we know that at level 2 we're expected to be tackling archmages.
Yeah. So clearly, if Miri is not, in fact, one of the most powerful spellcasters in the world, it's likely that she used some sort of artifact or concocted some sort of ritual, but whatever she did clearly didn't work quite right, because this guy is a little disconnected from reality. And like as you're thinking that to yourself, he just wipes the sweat off of his brow with his stump, which just leaves this rotting smear across his face.
And somehow that all connects with the dog.
You're a dog.
I don't think I know what's going on here.
Ask him if he's missing any dogs.
We should ask him more pointed questions. Questions that would probably help us locate his
Can you always
wife.
ask him something along the lines of...
You can't help. You're not there.
No, yeah.
Well,
But-
obviously, we just need to simply search the farm and make sure that she's absolutely not here. She might be
He's
hiding.
definitely not here. It's not like there's a secret basement this is going to be hiding out.
I mean, we don't know that. At least
He's
not
just
yet.
way of trying to just subtly just get me away.
No, this is DCL's way of saying we have not cleared the farm yet. Because we haven't. I mean, it's not much, but we haven't. We have objectively looked in none buildings.
Yeah, you are 0 for 4 on buildings cleared.
So that's usually a thing you do before you go like, well, I guess no one's here. So yeah, I guess
You should probably get on top of that.
I guess I'll clear this building first. This one
You
down.
know what? You're right. Perhaps we do need a rest. But we won't want to oppose you, man.
Sorry, what did you say, Snivy? I didn't quite hear you.
I'm accepting his gracious invitation and his hospitality, but I'm trying to definitely avoid not having anything to eat or getting access to his building.
Good, good. Please make yourselves at home. The guest building there. Doors should be open. Normally have our seasonal workers come stay a few days there, but it doesn't look like any of them's around. And as he says that, he just like casts his eyes directly past all the like farmhand corpses sitting on the ground. Yeah, haven't seen them for a while. Maybe they went with Miri, wherever she went off to.
Deep
I probably
coughing.
went up with Mary.
If you're hungry, our house is there. Put some stew on.
Oh no, we just ate. We wouldn't want to drain your supplies. We'll have quite a few rations provided to us.
Well, that's considerate of you, but don't hesitate. Until sit down on the porch of what looks like a little storage building here next to the paddock and start petting the dog's head and slowly just wearing through what's left of its rotting scalp. Yeah, that's a good boy.
Concern.
Why are you concerned?
I wonder why. Oh well. Okay. So. I guess we're gonna follow him inside and see if there's anything in here. Oh, I mean, he's so mad that he might just be missing his wife, who's sitting right next to him.
He does seem a bit out of it.
So yeah, I guess we'll move inside that building and check real quick.
Okay, yeah. This seems to be a storehouse, probably for animal feed, bits and bridles, that sort of thing, basic farm supplies. But you notice that in addition to that, there's a crate pressed up against the back wall that says "Do not touch" in very large, obvious letters.
What's with the crate?
Huh? Oh, that's Miri's crate. Don't touch it. See, I forget sometimes, so she put that sign on there.
Why aren't you allowed to touch the crate?
Well, I don't know. If I do touch the crate, she comes and whacks my hands.
So she is here. Or at least she comes when you touch the crate?
Usually. I'm mostly messing with you. That's some of her church supplies, you know. Old holy waters and stuff. Some old maps of the area, old holy sites. She always had this great dream of being a crusader and finding all the old places of faith to restore in the name of the gods, but a little beyond a mere farmer like us.
Yeah, I could see how that might not play out for the best. So, right then. I'm going to go freshen up, and I'm going to have to take my good friend Yarrick with me for a second. Actually, I might have to take Dane with me as well.
He just sort of nods absently at you and just kind of is scratching the top of the dead dog's brain at this point. Scritch,
Yeah,
scritch,
let's
scritch,
just
scritch.
quickly check the other buildings real quick before we have to do something rash.
While you're doing all that, Yarrick is intensively focusing on the box with technology.
All right, the box is definitely magic.
We're gonna have to
Can
touch the box.
Can I cast Can I? Is it what do I have to do to detect the magic on it? Is that a spell?
Yes,
Oh,
detect
okay.
magic.
It's a cantrip.
It's a cantrip now.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's why I've been spamming it so much.
Well,
I'm
that
not
makes-
burning a fucking heal slot. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, that means you have to spend a cantrip slot, or one of it has to be one of the.
There's no
slots.
cantrip slots.
Isn't
Cantrips
it a
are-
cantrip in Pathfinder 1?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, so 5e is the one where they changed it.
Yeah, no, 5 is the one that says fuck you unless you have a class special thing.
Yeah, I'll use detect magic. Let me just quickly get my thing, Bob. I don't think
Alright.
detect magic's a particularly loud spell.
Well, actually, does it have the verbal spell component? Because if it does, then you will need to like clearly and forcefully speak the words of
It
power.
says semantic, verbal for an
Then
area
yes,
set,
you
but
you will need to announce yourself if you want to cast any verbal spells.
Can I not use it like quietly?
No.
And any spell
can I
with a
wait-
verbal
can I-
component cannot
can I
be
wait
cast
until I leave
quietly.
the area before I do it? Actually, no,
You
if-
could
if,
leave the area, but that would sort of defeat the purpose.
It's a 30-foot area, so if I do it outside the building?
You have to loudly and clearly say it.
Yeah, and
Okay.
anyone around in the area will be able to hear you speaking words of power, unless there's some very obvious loud distraction, like if a tree falls at the same time, or there's like a bard playing music, you could probably, say it
So what you're
surreptitiously. But
Or a narc screaming.
Or a dwarf walking quietly through the woods.
yes, if there's a tank pounding around through the woods.
Excuse me.
I will keep following them for... Actually, I'll keep following them for now.
So yeah, Yark, you detect magic on the box. Lady Dane, which building are you guys gonna check first?
Excuse me, I'm a man. Lady Dane.
Well, what that doesn't answer the question, Dane.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Which
What building
building?
are you take first, you motherfucker?
I don't care.
Jesus.
I think we should...
There's
party
the
should split
homestead, the guest building, and
pick up-
then this building, which you thus far have not had a name put to.
I pick
I
up
think-
Dane and use his helmet to ram through. Use his helmet and head to ram through the building doors.
I think
Amazing.
if we were to split up, we could cover more ground quicker, and we could check all the buildings at once.
You're not here.
No, that's dumb.
All right.
Where's the door? Is this the door?
I'm gonna,
The door
say-
is over here,
say shadowing Yarrick.
but you guys
as
can
a
get in
plus one,
anyway.
obviously.
Like, there's no enemies here. I'll give you that spoiler for you, unless you
Okay.
piss off Mr. Reed anyway.
Mr. Reed gets you done.
All right.
I'm
So yeah, you just open the door. It just sort of breaks off of its hinges and thunk. Inside is a quaint little cottage. It's clearly been well lived in, well loved. There's no sign of any sort of struggle or violence inside, but just a glance around, no check required, shows that the house has clearly been arranged for some sort of wake or perhaps a a memorial. There's a casket stand in the back and a actually very nice painting of what can only be Mr. Reed standing up against one wall, and several of the chairs have been turned into face the casket stand. Said casket is nowhere to be seen. And you also notice that there is a smell of sickness in the air. Not just the rot of death outside, that's effervescent here, but you get the feeling quite quickly that someone was very, very ill here for quite a long time.
God.
You take me to the nicest places.
Yeah, that seems to be exactly where we go. Nicest places.
Cole, are you looking in the guest room?
Yeah. I was hoping to be. Yeah, I'll look at the guest room.
It's a small building, smaller than the main house by a bit, and relatively unfurnished. There's 6 bunk beds, or 3 beds with 2 floors each, and a small, like, sitting area in the middle for the migrant workers who would, come here to help pick the farm. It's largely emptied. There is signs of violence here, however. There's been chairs knocked over, blood splattered on the wall.
What would I have to roll to try and figure out a bit more of what went on?
That would probably be either a medicine check or a perception check.
I will use my medicine. I am not too shabby.
Okay. Yeah. Quickly just looking at the age of the blood, you can see this is several weeks old. Based on the splatter pattern, you would guess that the people who were staying here were attacked in the night and quite viciously murdered. Possibly at least partially eaten, too.
Nice.
Using the time of day of attack from a splatter pattern.
No, unfortunately not.
No,
I
you,
mean-
you gave it to them.
I mean, to be fair, I could also use. It's probably an assumption. I also have like a really high survival skill. So when you put it together, it shouldn't be that hard to notice.
Notice what?
As into the information you gave.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think Saban realizes how much information he gave.
I mean, it's like there's blood splattered in the beds, like up on the walls. It makes it's fairly clear, like, people were attacked in the night and viciously murdered. Like, they were killed in their beds. That implies it was night. There you go. And there's guts spread all over the place, so they were probably eaten, at least partially.
These people were very
Is there any stuff on any gear? Is there any?
No, not in the building. That would probably have been on the actual corpses.
Which are no longer there.
Yes, the corpses are outside, currently baking in the sun.
Oh. Okay. Did I hear Yarrick say anything from his detect magic test?
You heard him cast a spell, but he hasn't talked to the group about it yet, no.
No, I'm staying very quiet about this until we can all get to a place that the farmer has absolutely no chance of hearing me.
Well, we are inside another building, so.
I really want to just yeet the chest open. But I feel like that'd be a really bad idea.
Just gonna poke at lady.
Hmm?
The box is magic. Very, very magic. I suggest we have a look at it later.
I'll have to distract Mr. Reed away from it.
Can you distract him while I poke through it?
I hate the fact that you asked me to do it. But I suppose
You're
I
so
can.
good at distracting people. Look at you. It's a little clothing.
They tend not to smell like death incarnate.
Well, you see, I wasn't complaining earlier when there were 5 of them trying to turn me to pets.
Okay. I'll distract him. Don't expect me to sleep.
Ew.
Oh, wow.
I mean,
You asked the prostitute to do distractions. What did you expect?
Yeah,
Anyways.
Cole's gonna follow Yarrick.
I
and,
admire your eagerness.
she wants to know about the chest. and she's perfectly happy to let the guinea pig open it for her.
All right, so we check this place, see nothing. Completely, we walk through outside, and completely our eyes just glance over Cole, who's just standing out in the middle of the open. She's crouched down with Skyrim stealth.
Yeah, if you're just standing out, you know, even just moving between buildings since there's no cover, I am going to ask for another stealth check.
Okay.
To just,
let's
you know,
see.
pass without further trace.
Will you see if I can plot my ass?
I'll roll perception. I'll fucking do
14.
it.
Alright, well, yeah, you guys do it.
Oh, well,
Well-
we're even. Is that a roll off then?
No, it's not a roll-off. In the event of a tie, status quo remains the same, so no one's seen you. However, there are 2 more people who get to roll perception here.
Motherfucker.
Is Yarrick, are they looking my way though?
I almost don't want to.
They're walking directly past you, so yes.
I almost don't want to roll just because I hate the fact that stealth gets in the ass so much. But yeah, okay, it's fine. I'm still imperceptive as fuck.
This is pointless stealth anyway. It doesn't even accomplish anything.
It's in character. Why would she want to go with a random group of people?
Well, let's go inside in this building and see what's here.
All right, you know, you see the scene from Dexter where it's the same thing. I told Cole.
Okay. So is that just the same for the last building as well? Over here?
You haven't been in that building yet.
Okay, I'll check.
All right, so as you're going towards that building, first you notice that there's a freshly, well, not fresh, but maybe a couple weeks old grave over yonder.
Oh.
And a headstone that is currently blank, actually. It hasn't been filled out yet. Looks like it was just, like, set there rather than being properly planted. Like they were setting up for a grave, but it wasn't ever filled in. There's a casket that's open at the bottom, however.
What's the headstone say?
The headstone is blank. It was not filled in yet.
Okay.
Also, your dwarf is back. Hello, Hedra.
Hi-de-ho.
So, what you've missed is the farmer's husband has come out. He's a ghoul. He is petting his dead dog. He's very nice. He's offered to let you guys stay around the farm while he waits for his wife to get home. There's a magic box in the back of his shed. And, yeah, no one has seen the new party member here. He's been very stealthy.
Okay, let's see if... I don't think... Just woke up from a nap.
That's fine. You can do your charge-up period while we finish the investigations.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm opening the last door over here.
Alright, this appears to be the barn where they kept their livestock. It's a slaughterhouse at the moment. Several humanoids are strung up on meat hooks that have been placed on the walls. They have been disemboweled, their guts scooped out by the ghouls. Most of the farm animals, cows, horses, chickens, have been butchered. It's incredibly unpleasant in there.
Right. I'm just gonna close that door. And,
Yeah, it's a bad place to be. Click.
So, guys, I'll go over towards them anyways and be like, we may have to kill Mr. Reed after all. As nice as he seems, he might be stringing up and slaughtering people.
He did come out of that building when you guys showed up, yeah.
He has a very high chance of stringing up and slaughtering people.
I mean, maybe he was strung up and slaughtered and then came back to life.
Not an unfair assessment.
It's not, which is why I'm silent. I mean, did he come out in like butcher's clothes and with a hook? He came out with a pitchfork. You don't.
Yeah, he did come out with a pitchfork. He's also a farmer, so you know that's not terribly out of place. He has a just a basic tunic and breeches on, and a big like autumn cloak on. It's got its hood pulled up over his head. He's missing a hand, so if he had anything there, it's long gone. There's no evidence that he was like. He's not covered in other people's blood, just his own right now.
I don't think I'd bring myself to kill a bloke.
I mean, we don't have any evidence that he's done absolutely anything wrong. However, that barn, I'm gonna have to ask him a few questions about that barn.
I don't think he can even perceive the same things as you are.
I don't think he can either, but that doesn't exactly exempt him from his sins.
Seven.
As you're saying that, like, Mr. Reed is throwing little, like, bits of chicken feed at his dog, like, trying to play catch with it, and it's just like, yeah, good boy, get him, Malcolm. And the dog's just continuing to rot beside him. Yes,
It
Freya?
does make it.
I wanted to ask, sorry. In this edition, do you actually have to have both hands free to cast magic?
No, you need one hand free.
Okay.
It does make it infinitesimally sadder, though. So, yeah, we've got a problem. I don't know if the bandit leader even comes back here. Don't know why she would when the place is filled with necromantic corpses and ghouls, unless she's the one who casted them. Was that a thing? Out of character, real quick. Where she
Make
confirmed
a
necromancy?
Arcana check.
I mean, I'm an elf. I can Arcana.
Nice. Yeah, no, ghouls are a natural phenomenon. No magic can possibly do something like that. That's retarded.
Oh, I fucking got my dice rolls today. Guys, she should obviously be back here. Ghouls are a natural phenomenon. There's no reason to be afraid of them. I just remember this from my many hours of studying magic.
Yeah, they're
Right,
like
right.
drowners from The Witcher. They just eat corpses. I mean, come on, they wouldn't attack normal living people unless you provoked them, which you guys obviously did somehow.
Somehow.
You invaded their territory. They're just here eating corpses, being good boys.
Doing
I
absolutely nothing
decided
wrong.
everything about this.
Can I
You should just burn everything.
can I use a nature check to see if this area is disturbed by necromancy in particular, or if it's just inhabited?
I don't think you need to roll. Yeah, this place is necromantic as fuck. There's a bunch of undead.
Can I try and find out more about it by using a nature roll?
Not nature. That would probably be religion. Undead tend to fall
can use
under that
religion.
category.
Okay, religion.
Alright, yeah, no, this place, is clearly the home of a master necromancer. There is, without a doubt in your mind, like, a 20th level death priest who makes her home here and has been raising up an army of the dead. Like, there's no other explanation.
Well, either way, we need to pull a Pulp Fiction and figure out what's in the box.
I'm glad I wasted my roll on something pointless. I rolled a crit one on it somewhere else that could be devastating.
Let's go back to Mr. Reed. I'll try to distract him.
Yeah, maybe you should roll a 1.
Alright. He seems to be under the impression that his dog is doing tricks right now.
Mr. Reed, I'm sorry to take you away with your bonding time with your dogs. I just couldn't help but notice the prime livestock you have over in your barn, and wondered if you could give me a tour.
Oh, mighty kind of you to notice. Sure. Malcolm, you wait here for a minute. Good boy. He kind of rubs the dog's brain, which makes a squeaking sound. And he will happily just take you over to the barn and start talking to you about the wonders of raising draft horses. And he will proudly tell you that one time he sold a particularly big, beefy horse to the Lord Mayor and his son. Oh, that was the highlight of his entire life. He has never been more proud.
I mean, he's a peasant. That would be true.
Yeah.
So yeah, I follow Mr. Reed. You two go check what's in the box.
Okay, time to check the box for traps? Question mark?
I mean, I'm not around, so you
What's
know.
in the box?
I'm watching.
What's in the box?
I feel like we
I'm
have a party
waiting.
member that would be better at checking this than me.
Well, I probably would be, but I'm gonna let you do the honors.
Alright, so you're checking the box for traps, Dan?
Could I make a roll to see if I can check? If I
I'm
can check
trained.
the,
Random traps.
There's no way you can possibly get into that building without being seen while the entire party is in there.
oh,
I've
can, I,
been
can,
on
I,
the internet.
can I get from a look at the box? Can I see if it's trapped?
No.
No.
I'll watch through the door.
So yeah, with your mighty thievery scores, there's no mechanical trap on the box, but it is locked, and also you have been told that the box itself is magic. It's not magic from inside the box. The box is magic.
Well, if there's one thing I know about magic, it's that if you bash your head against it long enough, it eventually gives up.
Man, I wish that was true.
Also, I will remind you, there's a big sign on the box that says "Do not touch."
I don't know if you've ever dealt with any other person before, Sav&D, especially in a D&D game.
Like, I'm just telling you that
that
the magic
sign-
box has a "Do not touch" sign on it and is locked. You do with that information whatever you want.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and open it with the handle of my great axe.
Okay, make a damage roll.
I'm making a damage roll?
Yeah. See if you can get through the lock.
Oh,
Unless you want to just
okay.
cleave through the top of the chest, but
I'm
that might
sorry.
destroy whatever's inside.
I didn't realize there was a lock on it. I thought it was
Yes,
just
there's a lock.
Yes,
with
the
those
chest is
white
locked.
aliens
There's a
that
trap
blind
on
that.
it, and also, or sorry, there is there is no trap. There is a lock. The box is magic. There we go.
Alright.
Big
Okay,
trap, though.
those are all
There's
factual
anyone-
statements.
Do I have thieves' kit of any kind? I do not. Does anyone have a lockpick?
I
What
thought you
you
were
look
going to
like?
smash the lock.
Oh, I thought I was just like pushing.
No, it's
open
fine.
the lid.
That's just a miscommunication.
Yeah.
Can you get a thieves toolkit? Is that a thing you can get?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There's got to be
I have that
picks. Does anyone have a hairpin? I've played Skyrim.
I opened out these toolkit because I don't actually know what the actual classification is, but I've got lots of money left over.
Maybe just the point that the rogue has thieves tool.
If you're the rogue, then be my guest.
Jabul.
Jabul.
Actually, I'm gonna step a little further back. It's
Okay.
like I got a bad
Question.
feeling this one.
Mm-hmm.
What does thieves tool enable you to do?
If you just have basic thieves tools, they enable you to pick the lock. You would need like expert quality or better to get any kind of bonus from them.
Okay, so it's thievery.
Mhm.
Try and pick the lock.
Now, before you make the roll, I'm gonna ask you a question here. While you're picking the lock, are you going to make any sort of effort not to touch it with your hands? Touch the lock, touch the chest. Jesus Christ. Or are you just gonna
Yes, I
ignore
don't
this?
need. Yeah, I can actually pick the lock without touching the chest.
Okay, yes, you can, but it will increase the DC slightly. Alright, so go ahead and roll.
Cool.
Would like to point out, chest is magic.
Yes.
Very magic. So I could go for the moment. Be very careful how you open it.
Very well.
Okay. You are not quite able to get the lock undone without like being able to get your hands all over it. Like it's sitting at such an awkward position, and it's very, very heavy. Like it's just not happening for you right now.
Okay. Right. Other character, be right back.
So what are the chances the chest explodes?
I like the plan of Dean hitting it really, really hard.
Oh, I've got an idea. What if I hit the lock so that it hits the box?
Oh, I think hitting the box might set it off. But I like the idea. It involves hidden things.
You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. And fuck it all. Step back. I'm tired of dicking around.
Alright, so Dane, are you... Yep, okay.
Decisive action.
So, I have good news and bad news. The good news is you destroy the lock. You just bonk, off goes the padlock. The bad news is that the chest has something to say about that. Would you kindly make a strength roll?
Oh, I'm made of strength.
Jesus fucking.
Alright. The chest
Wow.
is hurt.
opens up, and a large spectral hand takes your great axe out of your hand and beats you with it. Would you kindly roll damage against yourself?
Okay.
Let's see some of those phenoxo dice.
Nice. You take 12 damage as the chest beats you with your own weapon, and then, yeah, just leaves the weapon embedded in your helmet, and you stagger back and the chest closes again.
And that's why I wear me helmet.
Okay,
Dane,
initiative.
Dane will just fall backwards, like heels over his head, like just flat on the ground.
That was
Yeah, you're definitely seeing, like, little birds.
That was
See.
yeah.
Meanwhile,
These spells
Mr.
are
Reed is
magic.
discussing with Lady the differences between two different, basically indistinguishable breeds of mules. It's really very fascinating as he keeps petting one of the mules that is actually just a disemboweled human thigh and stomach area, like that part of a body that's hanging up on a meat hook. Pat, pat, pat.
I pretend both to be interested and not disgusted.
Make a bluff check, would you?
Do I get any bonuses from having to slept with the hentai bastard, the ugly hentai bastard before?
No.
Oh. Well, deception's untrained, even though.
All right, Yark, what are you doing with Disrupt Undead?
You know
I'm
what?
trying to disrupt the deck of this box in a panic.
All right, the box is not undead.
That's good. That's good. At least we got that out of the way.
Hey.
Yeah, lady, you fool Mr. Reed. He is a wisdom +0 peasant. So yeah, he will continue to describe the joys of mule husbandry. While the rest of your party dicks around with a belligerent chest.
You know, I don't have an axe in my face, so I think I've gotten off worse, but only so much.
Alright. Dane, Kareen, Yark. What are you guys doing?
I
Just
sprawl
open?
out on my back.
Because if it's still open, I'm gonna cautiously peek inside of the chest. Unless it's holding the axe. If it's holding the axe still, I'm gonna have to do something drastically different.
No, that's in me helmet.
Yeah, drop the axe.
I cautiously approach the chest and try to open it.
Alright.
Not directly, of course. I'm gonna use something else to pry it open now that the lock is off. Like my crowbar.
Okay, excellent. Would you kindly make a strength roll?
Fuck.
Oh god.
So what you're saying is that this is the one box that a monk is actually needed to open because it can't beat you over the head with your own body.
Anyone could do that, can't they? Anyone could use their hands over the back.
Shh, don't tell them that. Oh god. Okay, that's a crit.
Party white by open box.
Yeah, actually that last one was crit too. But this is like an ultra double crit.
Fucking box.
Yeah, so you said you were using a crowbar, right? It's like a
This
mace.
is 1d6. It's 1d6 for a club.
What's your strength modifier, Yark?
2.
2? Okay. So yeah,
wait
the chest once again opens up, just rips the crowbar out of your hand and just beats you with it. Just bang, bang, bang on the top of your head until you go away. Then it will
fuck.
regurgitate the crowbar straight out the door and then close itself up again.
I
Could
can't wait to come back to seeing my party dead by a fucking box.
Could I?
Alright,
What?
first things first.
What would I roll if I want to actually sneak? I know this sounds dumb, because it is dumb.
If you want to sneak
by
with
them,
her,
sneak by them. Try and open.
there
the
is
box.
no way you can sneak by the party. They are all looking directly at the chest and the building.
Dane,
Wait,
feels bad.
what the fuck did I come back to?
Happy-
So there's a magic chest in the back of this place, and every time someone tries to open it, it takes their weapon out of their hands and beats them with it.
Yeah.
That's what you've come back to.
we're gonna have to beat the chest in submission with our bare fists.
grapple the chest.
You know what? Fuck it. Just fuck it. I tried to kick the chest open.
Is it unlocked?
It is now, yeah.
Oh, it is now.
All right,
Smash the lock out of
Yark,
and
you're
then it
you're
took
trying to
my
open it
action.
with your feet. You said
Foot.
you're gonna kick it open. Okay.
I'm fucking opening with my boot.
All right. What is your touch
And-
armor class?
13.
You're getting dabbed on.
All right.
That's a
That's a 10.
Take 10 points of damage as you do open the chest with your foot. You kick it open, and the spectral hand just punches you directly in the dick.
Ah!
You stumble back,
Yeah.
just yelling in pain. The box closes, and yeah, you just got kicked in the dick. Congratulations.
I can't wait to come back
Okay.
to all my party being dead by a box.
Okay, then also you get healed for 13. Please note that on your character sheet. There we go. That's good.
All right, lady, Mr. Reed, would you both roll a perception check, please? I'll make one for Mr. Reed, of course.
Okay. I mean, I've been doing so well on them today. Oh, hey.
All right, yeah, you both hear Yark, yelping in pain as he gets punched in the dick.
I
And-
wouldn't worry about that. That's just, Yarick's food time ritual.
Are you sure? It sounds like the poor boy's hurt. Come here,
orcs-
let's go see.
Wait. The orcs are a very, very traditionalist culture. They treat their meals like they treat their battles. They have to psych themselves up for it.
All right, make a persuade or deception roll.
Loud cursing from the background.
I mean, it just sounds like normal orcish.
Well, you're sure I wouldn't want to appear racist or something. Come on.
Wow.
It's so dumb. That's so dumb.
You guys go back to discussing the best way to collect eggs from a group of ornery chickens, as the rest of the party has a chest to deal with.
Alright, that's about it. I'm fucking attacking the chest.
Will you people use your hands?
Wait. Okay, let's try this. I'm gonna put a piece of wood
Do I do some sort of like test and not like sigh or
right
paint
next.
these people?
7.
I'm listening to Hedra.
I'm putting a piece of wood right next to the chest. Not on it or touching it.
Okay, just next to
Just
the
right
chest.
next to it. Yeah, it's not a big piece, but it's to put between the lid after it opens, so that it can't fully close.
Okay.
Because, yes. So let's try this then.
All right, so
Uh,
you're readying to put the wood into the chest to stop it from closing when someone else opens it?
Not once I do.
Okay. If the chest punches you in the face or something like that, I will require a check to get that in there in time because, pain.
Okay.
Isn't she a dwarf?
Dwarves also experience this phenomenon called pain.
I thought getting punched in the face is how they said hello.
No, that's how they say
Oh, that's
goodbye.
orcs.
Fair enough.
Goodbyes are always tough detail.
Okay, so let's try it then.
All right, so how are you opening the chest?
So getting smacked with the crowbar, that's not good. Get smacked by something else.
Yeah,
not
it's been
good.
hit with an
So,
axe and a crowbar so far. Or rather, it's been gently touched with those things and then beat somebody with them.
You should try
and
using
then
the power.
kicked in the dick.
Yes, and then someone got kicked in the dick.
You should try using the power of love and positive energy, so that it only reciprocates.
You want to kiss, so kiss you back, lazy.
Exactly.
I was actually going to try whispering to it next, but
Diesel, I know your character's a accosted and everything, but try to tone down the faggotry, please.
Watch that be the actual solution.
Well,
You just had to be nice to the box. That's all. But no, that was too much of the faggot answer. So then we went to war with the box, and the box won.
Thus far, the box is 0 for 3.
I fought the box, and the box won.
I
We go
will
ahead.
not yield to a box.
Okay, so I tried to... Wait, it only attacks if you open it, right?
So far.
Okay, I'm gonna try to open it gently.
Okay. Yeah, what's your touch AC?
My touch AC is 16, but I can, as a reaction, be a nimble dodge and add myself +2.
Okay, so an 18. Hey, it misses. Alright, the box tries to punch you in the face, but you nimbly dodge back in time. Make a dexterity check to try and wedge the board in.
A dexterity check.
Mm-hmm. Hey, you got it. You wedge a board in. Now, what's your normal AC?
18.
Alright. So the box opens, it picks the board up, and it just breaks it over your shoulder. Your armor absorbs the blow,
Oh my
but
god.
yeah, it just takes the board out and breaks it on you. Chucks
Okay,
It's
so
just
the remains out and closes again.
this
Okay,
chest
you
is
have-
so much worse than the ghouls.
I have a question. It's just been defending itself, correct?
Yeah, so far all it's done is just keep people from opening it.
Oh my god.
Could you please open?
The box does nothing.
oh wait, I know some magic words. Open sesame.
I would be,
Just let open sesame.
I really thought that would work.
I would be genuinely
I could
mad.
try something. This is the chest of a high priestess. Or this was at some point. A high priestess. What if I try some religious jargon at it? Maybe a morning prayer to the sun god. I should try that. I have to make a religion check to see if I actually remember any prayers.
You are a cleric of the sun god, correct?
No, I am a cleric of the god of
Sarah,
justice.
Ah, okay. Then yes, you will need to do a religion check to remember the correct prayer. And you were going one for like a prayer of the morning in particular?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, make a religion check.
Oh boy. Don't fail me now, religion.
Religion fails you now.
Alright.
God damn it, DCL!
So, yeah, you say the prayer that you think is for the morning, but it turns out that was actually the prayer that is said at dusk. And
Oh my-
you hear a rumbling from inside the chest, and then the spectral hand comes out and just puts a lock on itself and goes back in. Click. It is now locked
Ah,
again.
son of a bitch!
Can I
Oh, I think it was the wrong prayer.
can I try and do the prayer?
If you want to reveal yourself. Again, you are on the other side of the
sure.
pathway.
Are you
They're
ready to
at
join the
another
adventure?
building, and everyone is looking at the thing.
Do you actually want to play the game?
Yeah, fine. I can walk out. I can do the prayer. I can get shot in the head. Let's do this.
All right,
Hopefully
so
I roll
someone.
well. So that way, before I get shot, let's see if I can roll my religion bugs. Oh, it's 14. It's better than.
Yeah, you do remember the morning prayer. All right.
Cole comes up with a sigh and this gruntled
Dagger.
look on the appearance you can see, and does and recites the prayer after seeing what
Yeah,
you're
you
going
just
for.
get fucking dagger.
I know. It's alright.
Somebody just gonna point out that we're in a fucking ghoul farm, and somebody just popped
we
out
are.
of nowhere.
To be
Fuck,
fair,
I know
you didn't
that.
attack
It's a
Mr.
perfectly
Reed when he
reasonable
came out of
reaction, I
nowhere either.
understand.
You didn't attack Mr. Reed.
I know
I
this.
didn't
Actual,
attack ghoul.
Mr. Reed.
Mr. Reed, and he's an actual ghoul.
Yeah, and he's an actual ghoul, so
I mean,
I will
yes.
hold that explanation for reaction in contempt.
I mean, but Hedra
Okay.
wasn't there during that, so
Although I was gonna point that out, I wasn't there.
I mean,
Hedra probably would have been the one to actually fire.
Yes, you're not wrong with that.
Either way, I'm still doing my thing.
all right.
Okay, you can do your thing.
So yeah, before Kareen can get her dagger out, Cole steps out and recites the 3 lines of the prayer, and I think everyone can hear the clunk of the lock just falling off, and then the chest pops open 2 inches. Clink.
Resourceful as ever.
Well,
What are you doing,
you know,
toy?
business. Someone
Business.
keeps... How's Leop doing anyway?
On your
Haven't
sort
seen that
business,
piece
I
of
probably
shit
don't
around
want to
here.
know.
She walks up to the box and will try to gently lift it up.
The box allows you. The magic has faded for the moment.
What do you mind?
I just feel like a right twat now.
Well, I mean, I was watching you guys try for a good solid 20 minutes, and it was pretty amusing.
Well, you could have said something.
I don't know. You never know what will happen. I don't know how you can trust a ghoul.
It's... Oh, he's relatively harmless, ain't he? We already killed most of his...
Yeah, and I bet he wanted you to stay the night as well, didn't he?
Yes, well, of course, we're not going to be that foolish and actually stay the night.
Have you seen the bedrooms? Looks like a scuffle went on there. She said absentmindedly as she would stare into the chest.
Entire families massacred. It was a fucking slaughter, that's... This would explain why the priestess has gone all crazy on us.
No, it looks like the last people who slept here might have been killed in their sleep.
Maybe not even in their sleep.
Do I find
No,
anything in the chest, Sav&D?
Yes, if you go and examine the chest, you can see that there are several empty boxes, like little paper boxes that would have held various religious components, holy water, clerical vestments. There's also a fairly complete map of the region that looks like it's been well loved with pencil marks, and a small vial of some amber liquid.
Can I try to... Is there any test rolls I can make trying to assess the liquid?
Yeah,
with-
you could make a an Arcana check.
Oh, my bestest skill.
I mean, so far so good, right? You found out all
Oh.
about that priestess of death. You
What
are
will that
not
spell?
sure what this is. It is definitely a magic potion, but its effects elude you.
Yeah, alright, you're better at this sort of thing. Can you have a look at this? She would offhandedly offer to him as she stares and rummages through the chest.
I can have a look at it. Detect magic time. It's magic.
Yes, it is a magic potion.
How magic is it? Let's see. Just
You
can I have a
chug
little
it.
sip of it to see what its potential effects might be?
Yeah. Although if it's poison, it will still affect you.
Fine with this.
All
I
right.
embrace that.
Just making sure you know.
You want to heal yourself first. You are kind of low on HP.
I don't care.
There
I'm
you go.
Die.
All right. Let me see if I can find the
I'm trying to
fucking.
remember. This is the miniature version of Rainbow Dash in a yard.
What?
Isn't Rainbow Dash a pony?
It was an experiment a bunch of furries had. Rainbow Dash in a jar and just come on the doll repeatedly.
I don't
Oh,
want to talk
God.
about
What?
Experiment.
Oh,
I don't want to
God.
talk about this.
No, let's
What the
not.
fuck?
Anyway, moving directly along.
I don't know what I heard, but it sounds like I'm happy that I didn't.
You are.
Ugh.
All right.
Ugh.
This is a oil of animation. It is a blade oil. When
Oh,
you
this tastes
spend an action and rub it onto your weapon, it gains the dancing property until it fails a DC 10 check on its turn.
Man, that's some
Give me
good
that
penis
stuff.
oil.
Give me that stuff.
You're a fucking net wizard.
Excuse me, you don't know that.
Hi.
You look like a wizard.
No, I'm not. I'm
I
wearing
think Danny
armor.
might have-
You're wearing a skull. You're wearing robes and an animal skull.
I'm wearing hide armor as well.
So wizard.
See, the thing is,
Are you?
I'd rather give this to the.
What does the dancing quality do?
It
really
lets a
good.
weapon act on its own turn. At the end of your turn, it takes its action. It can fly up to 40 feet and make a single melee attack. It cannot make attack of opportunities. It has an attack bonus of plus 24,
I'll have that. Thank you very much. That is.
but a 0 strength modifier.
I'll have it anyway. It seems dope.
Dine.
Oh, sorry, and it's a DC 7
So,
check. To
What
see
I'm
if
hearing
Imagine
is I need a
if you
second
will.
weapon.
What I'm hearing.
Imagine, if you will, if your axe started flying about and hitting people on its own.
Right, so I need to find me a second axe, so then I can have the axe swinging on its own, and then
Aye,
swing
that's
the own
you.
axe on top of it.
Exactly. So you can axe people while you're axing people.
Yarek, these religious supplies might be a bit more to your liking. Do you mind if I have that back?
What, the potion?
Yee.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, we just met you and you're kind of suspect. But we like the cut of your jib, so here.
Are you actually
I,
with
mean, I
us?
would
Are
give
with
you the
ghoul?
potion, but
I'm still distracting Mr. Reed.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. Because if you weren't like with the ghoul, I was worried where the ghoul's gonna be when he needs to be
see,
rummaging through his
this
white
potion makes your weapon fly about and strike people. I don't think this is going to be too useful for you. I mean, it is going to be useful for you, but think of how much more useful it would be if it was just an axe.
I understand your concept. However, I'm pretty sure that I'd be using this a little better. And if our friend
You're
doesn't have
right.
his,
Dan can probably
if-
swing his own axe about.
if our
Yeah,
friend doesn't
that's-
have his axe, then he won't be able to hit himself.
That's what another axe is for.
That's
I
what.
mean, I don't know. Dan, do you have a second axe?
Not yet.
Exactly.
I can
so
find one.
So, okay, I guess it goes to the
This is
to
a
the one
farm.
who can't strike nearly as hard on his own. Sure, you can have it.
Fine.
is there anything else in the
Look,
box?
Dan, it's fine. You don't need a magical bloody potion to break someone's skull. You can do it with your bare fists.
Don't tell me what I can do and what I can't.
Yes. In
Stay
addition to the
fast.
oil, there is the well drawn upon map and several empty boxes, all of which are, well, empty.
So let's look at this map. Are there any markings on it?
Yes, many.
I suspect this.
You can see that there are several holy sites in the region that have all been marked. And let me just go ahead and turn off generic lighting. You guys?
Do I have dark vision as an elf, by the way? As a half
Holy
elf, or no?
crap. The stuffing is gone.
So yeah, you note that there are like this ancient crusader keep down here. There's this great pit where a prophet once threw herself to her death. There's a druid's conclave over here, and there is a castle, not very far away at all, that has many markings around it, and it seems that there are several lines drawn directly from the farmhouse to the castle, with little arrows on it.
Yeah, no, it seems. I'm gonna show the arrows to the rest of the party.
Yeah, I'm perfectly
You
happy
see
to be
this?
sharing a map.
So, seems like our little priestess was very much in this location. Oh, I say we go pay the visit.
Well, out of character, what were we up here to do to begin with?
You are here to investigate the farm for signs of where Miriam Reed, the evil bandit priestess, might be.
Okay.
You mentioned the dog, right? You mentioned that the dog looked familiar to the dog we'd seen before.
It very much so looks like the exact same dog, but much more
Can I make an
rotted.
Can I make a roll on the dog to see if it's the exact same dog?
It is the exact same dog. Just,
So-
more rotted.
Some kind of necromancer has gone real bad here.
Can I I really want to break it apart just to see if anything actually does happen, but I probably shouldn't.
That sounds like a good way to get murdered by a ghoul.
If he's not going to murder us from like poking in the chest anyway.
He hasn't seen you with the chest yet. I've been
If the chest
distracting
is
him.
closed, I mean,
Is it closed?
just close the lid and we're done.
Yeah, I've been distracting him this whole time talking about fucking chicken farming at the moment. I like it if you didn't ruin my efforts by just fucking smashing the box.
Hey, look, at least the lady now knows about farming.
It's true. You could absolutely go become a farmhand after this.
We've
Yeah,
talked.
like-
for that
In
long.
fact, you can add the lore farming skill to your character sheet.
I resent this so much, but in the small chance this actually comes back later.
I guarantee you'll find a way to use it.
In the small
Well,
chance.
ladies and elves, so they like to do the whole plowing part. Or get plowed.
Alright, it's on there. I squints at all of you. The small chance it actually could come up and be relevant.
What's on there, sorry? Oh, right. You know how to farm human bits. Cool.
Anyway, so yeah, now that you have that there, what would you like to do?
Are there any buildings that we haven't looked into yet?
No.
Or pray
We looked into all of them.
Yep, you have fully explored the Reed farm.
In that case... Trying to think of anything else I'd need to do. Yeah, Cole would be looking to go then, I suppose.
Actually, wait. Isn't Cole a local?
About as local as Leok is. Is Leok local?
So, would it be possible for you to know anything about the castle? I
Yeah.
don't want to go in blind.
What do I know about the castle, Mister?
You can
you
roll
see
a
the thing
society
with the-
check.
With a
my
big arrows pointed at it.
my
Must
best
have some
skill.
Nice. You didn't even know there was a castle there. Actually, you're pretty sure most people don't, because it's probably been abandoned for centuries. You'd probably want to talk to like a professional lore keeper or maybe another priestess of the sun.
Back to the town it is then. Just going randomly to the castle with no
Yeah, I
intro
guess.
whatsoever is a bad idea. Should head
Mr. Reed
back
hasn't
and
Mr. Reed
find
hasn't
the
seen me
sister.
before, has he?
Nope.
What about your friend?
No way.
What about your friend? You gonna leave her with a goal?
Oh no, of course we're gonna pick her up, but actually we should hide our tracks first. That's actually a good point. Close up the chest and get a lady, and head out.
Alright. So yeah, and they'll come out eventually. Lady looks incredibly bored while Mr. Reed is describing the various ways to sharpen a scythe to precisely the correct sharpness. 'Cause you can't get it
Does he
too
notice my
sharp or it
scythe?
might ruin the crops, but if it's too dull, then you'll just beat the crops. So it has to be really precise.
Does he notice Cole's really blunt scythe?
Yeah, he looks up and says, "Oh, more visitors! Hello, welcome all of you. I'm sure my wife will be out to say hello." And as he's saying this, he's looking at all of you, not just Cole, like he's never seen any of you before.
Cole walks forward and he goes, "Oh, hello, Mr. Reed."
Lady on the way back over just gives up and goes into fetal position on the ground.
Miss Miss Marianne actually sent me around to take your dog on a walk. So I know you're awful busy. Would you be happy with me just taking him off, and I'll bring him back in a couple hours?
Oh, Malcolm, lazy bastard, he doesn't go on. Well, I mean, if you're sure, if that's what Mary wants, and you just bring him back
remember,
around before dusk. All right, that's his dinner time.
No
It's awful
problem.
grumpy
I'll
if he
make
doesn't
sure
get his
of it.
dinner.
I'll make sure of it. Don't you worry.
All right, well, go on, Malcolm. Here, boy. And then
I will.
he gets down like
Yeah.
on his knees and like accepts the dog into a hug, despite the dog still laying right where it was, bleeding everywhere.
Oh, this poor
I will.
unfortunate man.
I will pick up the dog.
The dog
I'll
in
pick
his
up the dog.
hands or the actual dead dog?
I will pick up the dead dog.
Okay.
Ugh.
It is gross and slimy and smells horrible.
This is a druid who is perfectly happy to get her hands messy. She does not care.
All right, just so you know.
Okay, I was saying, I'm just saying, I know what to do with Lady while it's in a fetal position. Karine takes one of her gloves, takes a stick and puts the stick inside the glove, and then uses the stick, the gloved stick, to gently pat Karine.
That's so awful.
So as Cole comes back around, she'll go, "This is a good boy, Malcolm. We have lots of fun, we are."
All right.
And she'll also note over to what Korean doing and say, "And that's how you treat an elf."
And
Without a hit.
like as you're saying that to Malcolm, like one of the dog's legs just breaks off and falls on the ground.
Ugh.
And yeah, Mr. Reed will just pick the leg up and put it back on the dog and say, "Oh, dropped your collar, boy. Here you go. All right, good boy." And he just like rubs the dog's exposed brain until it like leaks halfway out of its skull, and he's just gonna go back into his house.
Can we go now? I want to go now.
Yeah.
Yeah, just there. It's okay. You could have been worse.
I need
No.
what I need to do. The thing is though, Cole really wants to be able to investigate the corpse because it reminds her of the dog she's been seeing around these parts here and there. Just wisps a bit. But she also really wants to dump it at the floor of the mayor's and go, "I found the dog you've been talking about. The hound the locals keep talking about."
Alright, so seems like the party is departing. So where to? Back to town?
Yeah,
No,
back to
obviously
town.
we're gonna go start being a
We
farm.
need the lore.
I mean, that seems like a great idea to me. I don't know.
I mean,
Can you
let's go
imagine
back to town.
an elf in the farm?
That's how
Can
communism starts.
But can
Yes.
property own property?
That's
Well,
how you get
incidentally,
common-
actually, yes, because trees can own land. So
No.
no, that's a real thing.
Yeah, but trees produce air for the world.
Yeah, and elves
No,
produce
I'm-
cocksleaves. So
Those are invaluable cock sleeves. Come on, guys, we've been over this.
No, that's an actual thing in the U.S.
it
There's
is.
what was that? The tree that was planted like way the fuck over in New York or
Yeah, there was a
Washington.
tree, and then the tree died, but the tree had like a sapling of its own. So now there's the
Yeah.
son of the tree that owns its
No.
property.
it didn't precisely die by itself. It got fucking burnt by a lightning strike. If I remember.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it got savagely murdered, and its son inherited its
Yeah.
property.
Yeah.
That's not
That's
even a
just pretty
joke.
fucking funny.
God, I love America.
So it got a presidential pardon and like land confiscated for its own future.
So that answers
Okay.
that question. Let's go make
I
that a
meant to
farm.
click. I meant to click survival. I
So
clicked
yeah,
self-accident.
trees have actually more worth than elves.
Excuse me.
Sav, and I meant to click survival. Can I use survival to try and keep the corpse together as possible on my way back?
Why are you taking the
Not
dog?
survive. I mean, it's been rotting for weeks.
Look,
There's
I
not a
just
lot
make
you can do
just-
about it.
I
Maybe
just wanna
wrap
make
it
sure
in
it
a
doesn't fall
blanket.
Yeah, I want to make
Look-
sure it doesn't fall apart on the way that's back.
Yeah, you can just
I
wrap
get
it in
out
something.
a sack.
Yeah, a
I
sack.
get out a sack. Here, just
Are you sure?
I just
You
tossed the
probably-
sack at them like
The-
you.
the sack is not going to come back the same.
No, it's one of those waxed sacks meant to protect and hold things, so nothing is gonna seep out of it.
Cole will put the dog carefully into the sack and go, "There's a good boy, Malcolm." And then she'll
Oh,
pick up the sack.
Look,
The
just
dog is
because you're a druid, doesn't mean you're fine with petting and getting all up in rotting corpses, unless you just have that fetish, which then I don't want to talk to you.
Say, DC, let
What
me
what did Elle say?
introduce you to Druid of the Spore.
Anyway,
It's
the party
literally
gets back to
Nurgle.
town uneventfully. Your dog is in perfect condition insofar as a rotting dog can be. You encounter nothing on the way home, but it is pitch black. It's like 2 a.m. by the time you get back to town.
Can
So
I
can
go
still see.
to the mayor's office? I've got low light vision, so I should be.
I mean, you
Not
can.
terrible.
There's a 0% chance you'll be allowed inside, but
Can I try and stealth in?
you can
It's
indeed
2
try to break
a.m.
into the mayor's house. I will tell you, there is no
I
version.
am dope.
All right, you go into the mayor's house. I'm gonna roll
I'm-
about 30 perception checks for his guards.
Come on! Come on!
Hey, come on!
Hey, you didn't fucking listen to the DM that said there's a 0% chance that this gonna fucking work, so
I'm not breaking in. I'm just like trying to sneak past people.
Oh no, it's fine. He rolled. Oh
I'm not
wait.
breaking in, I'm just breaking in.
I'm fine. You
There-
say
No,
that.
that's
Roll
10
18.
successes. So 10 guards see you by the time you
What
get.
do you mean? Have you seen the dice? None of them are above 19.
That's not including.
That's
their
not
adding.
including their bonuses, which are at least a
Oh.
plus, which are a +5.
Go
Can
So
I-
yes, the guards
can I-
see you. You have
Oh,
made it to
I-
the gates.
Can I? No, it's fine. I'll turn around.
All right. The guards squint at you.
I've got a delivery for the mayor. The Hound he's always been talking about. I've got it right
They
here.
tell you to come back in the morning, like a normal person.
Wait, don't they have negatives? Wait, don't they get a negative because it's stealth?
No.
And at nighttime, pitch black.
They have torches. Also, it's the mayor's house. It's surrounded by light.
Fine.
It's not some poor people's house. God,
Yeah,
can't have
this
those
is the
poor
this is
people
the
around.
house of a lord mayor in a merchant town. It's quite well guarded.
If I'd rolled a little higher.
If you'd rolled a
That's
little
fine.
higher, you could have been spotted by less guards. Anyway, so yes,
Fine.
you return with the party and your stinky dog.
Can I see the church woman?
You are also welcome to go over there at 2 in the morning and see similar
It's the
results.
church. The church is always open.
I mean,
Oh,
it's
just
not
go
though.
there.
There's one
Badly off.
attendee.
Yeah, it has a
We're
person
fine.
there. She is asleep right now. It is 2 in the
Some
morning.
people sleep at the night, and oh, you are familiar with the concept, but it's just how things are.
It's good. It's an elf.
I am only half elf, and you wouldn't be able to see the ears.
Which means
That's
you
what
get
it is.
none of the rights of humans, and you can't be as good as a coxswain.
You can't see those ears because I've got a hood on.
Oh, sure.
Everyone can smell
going back-
cocksleeve, please.
No,
No.
but if you have
They smell
I'm
they
just
smell
going
dead
by the
dog.
token.
That's even worse.
That's not my. I didn't. That's not my.
Under the hood.
That's not an accurate token. It's just I had to pick from one of Sav's basic tokens. I have a picture in the chat.
Anyway,
which is even more suspect.
so other than Cole going around and trying to get killed by the guards, what do the rest of you do?
Go to sleep, because fuck this shit. I'm sick.
Alright.
I'm going to sleep.
Everyone gets hit points
Uh,
back equal to 2 times your Constitution bonus.
That's it, Hedra.
Oh, that looks evil as fuck.
Yeah.
Alright, do I need to make a fortitude save to get unpoisoned?
Yes, you do actually. Thank you.
11.
You were
Alright.
poisoned.
So here's the good news, lady.
Mm-hmm.
You wake up with a horrible fever and you vomit just over the side of your bed, almost drowning on it.
Can I help?
I have some damage dice coming towards you as soon as they'll decide to roll.
Can I give before the morning happens, could I have potentially offered lady some medicinal help?
No, you had no idea she was sick.
It's too late.
Oh, okay. No one knew. That's fine.
Alright, dice aren't... Oh, there we go. You take 19 points of poison damage from the horrible
Nice.
disease racking your body. And you vomit, you're cold sweat. It's a horrible, horrible feeling. You want to die.
That was
And I'm still poisoned?
Yeah, you are definitely still fucked up.
Well, okay, guys,
Okay.
I'm gonna see you later. I'm just gonna go get some food, as clearly I am in bed rest now. Have fun with the
No,
rest of
no,
the week.
no, no, no.
Oh.
I
Can Cole
wrapped
notice
a
that?
face cloth around my mouth. I put on extra thick winter gloves. I just grab lady and start dragging her out.
Where are you going? What are you doing with the?
And then just first chuck a bucket of water on her to get the smell off, initial, filth and sick off, and then drag her to the church.
Alright.
Could I offer to use, if as Cole noticing that lady's being, whatever this would be called, could I offer to give medicinal help before you drag the dying person to the church?
You're gonna give them their final rites. They're not dead yet.
Yeah. So could I? I'm very
Am I
good
aware
at
this is
medicine.
happening?
Yeah,
Would
I like-
anyone have come to me?
I'm in the bar. So what I know is.
Did everything just go quiet, or...? Hello? Well, that's a shame. Well, my internet's still working. Well.
Seven. How are you?
Oh. Hello.
Seven, welcome back.
Hello.
I rolled a 22 to discern what the illness this lady has or what I can do to help.
Okay. Sorry about that. Discord and Roll20 both fucked, but everything else was fine. That was really weird. With a 22, yes, she has what's called ghoul fever.
Do I know how to help that?
You should probably decapitate her.
Is there nothing else I could do with a 22?
Not without disease-curing magic, as far as I know.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't
Disease curing
Wait, aren't
magic.
elves supposed to be immune? to
Nope,
ghoul
they're
touch?
immune to ghoul paralysis. This is ghoul fever. It's a disease. So basically what ghoul fever does is you regain half as many hit points from all healing sources. You take 3d8 poison damage every day. Eventually you'll gain no healing whatsoever. And then you die, and then you come back as a ghoul. Now, you could potentially make medicine checks to give Lady a small bonus to her fortitude saves she makes every day. But otherwise, no. She's just going to have to fight it. In fact, that's probably what turned all your farm folk into ghouls. Was not like necromancy, but it could just have been ghoul fever.
So how do you actually get ghoul fever? Does a ghoul just have to hurt you?
Yes, a ghoul rubs its slimy dick on you, and then you are diseased.
Only its penis? So as long as you don't have sex, you're fine?
No, it's if the ghoul touches you, or deals damage to you, rather.
That's pretty nasty.
Wasn't I touched by a ghoul?
You were, but you succeeded your fortitude save. You were not diseased. Lady was.
If I knew that was the case, I would have gone back and burned down the entire fucking farm. It is a danger that has to be eliminated.
Yeah,
I remember specifically being crit slapped and then also failing my fortitude.
See, I didn't realize this was a thing. Otherwise, I would have burnt the farm down.
No, we should definitely report this to the mayor first chance we get. There are fucking ghouls there.
I mean,
I explained that lady's got what you guys probably already knew if you encountered any ghouls, but she's got ghoul fever, so we called it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we should take into the
and that she's going.
ASAP.
It's going to get slowly worse. Progressively, she's going to get less. She won't be able to receive healing. She won't be able to receive anything over time, and she will slowly die until she turns into a ghoul. Unless you can find someone capable of having the right level of magic to just simply cure it outright.
So I am taken to the church.
That's
Hob will
probably
stay in the bar and
good choice.
buy another beer. Actually, no. She will buy a beer, and then she will finally go to the fucking mayor to dump this dumb dog.
Okay, we will handle you after ghoul death. So yeah, lady, you are taken to Stella's church. She will greet you with a sleepy smile and wave you in, and then see how ghastly pale and sweaty you are and go, "Oh dear, what's wrong with you?"
Do you know ghoul fever?
Oh dear.
No, ghoul fever, not oh dear.
Yes, I'm aware of it. I am not anywhere near enough of a powerful cleric to cure that. I am so sorry.
Rip.
I can give you my healing magic for the day, but it's going to be much less effective on you if it works at all.
You could try the alchemist.
Shit. Yeah, no, the other alternative would be the alchemist.
You might as well juice me up with some healing goodness while I still can.
Okay.
As far as I'm aware, I also don't suffer penalties on top of that.
Correct for right now. So you will get 10 hit points back from all of her spells for the day.
Rest in peace, anyone else who needs healing.
Yeah. Alright, she's going to do what she can to try and keep you alive through the day. Because come nightfall, you could very easily just die.
If he dies outright from that, will he turn to a ghoul?
Yep.
Yep. You'll have to be
And
put
so-
in quarantine.
Wait!
You
Shut
get-
up,
you
Frank!
get-
Freya, shut the fuck up! I got a
You
question.
get,
I got a question. Shut the fuck up.
Ooh.
Would I be a monk ghoul?
No, you'd be ghoul.
no,
Fucking whatever. Okay, I don't
you'd be
care
too
anymore.
cool for that. But yeah, you would need to be potentially tied down when you sleep. Otherwise, if you turn to a ghoul, you could end up killing everyone else in their sleep from infecting other people.
Well, I
Kind
mean,
of
it's
like
not
what happened at a certain farm somewhere.
I mean,
Yeah, we
I
should totally take care of that.
I just turn into a
Make
ghoul,
sure
not a
we get
monk
into it.
ghoul, which is significantly lamer. Because then I actually would have a good chance of killing everybody.
I mean, if you attack everybody in their sleep, then...
Then yeah, but otherwise.
And
yeah,
even if
you
they
know,
kill
like,
you still infected all of them with ghoul fever.
Yeah, since apparently you just need to fucking bap a person once.
Yep.
And they can get this deadly disease.
Yep.
only if they fail their
Almost
fortitude
like the
save.
real world.
Fucking Pathfinder, man.
Good thing there's like there are NPCs to heal you.
There is a NPC who has exhausted her healing for the day.
Man,
I was being sarcastic.
you should encounter mummy rot in like AD&D sometime.
Oh boy.
Fucking AD&D is stupid, and everybody knows that. You can't use AD&D.
AD&D is the best, and I will have you know. Anyway.
The two schools of thought here. Oh,
Yeah, the
I'm
lame
gonna have-
school of thought and the fun school of thought.
Ooh.
It's
Oh,
alchemist.
burn, bitch. Alright, so Stella's giving you all the help she can, but that's it. Actually, no, she has one more thing she can do. Yeah, okay. Lady, when you make your fortitude save tonight, you'll have a +2 bonus from her help. She will give you as
Savin,
much
I just-
medicine as she can stuff in your mouth.
I just want to say, when I not fail this next Constitution test, I'm gonna give you the biggest fucking drop kick to the face when I meet you finally.
Alright.
Just out of spite.
Yeah, what would you two like to do now?
Hey, alchemist shop. Dun, 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 dun.
Alright, the alchemist
Let's
shop
move.
is closed. Because his
Or-
brother died. And he is left.
Yeah.
He is going home to bury his brother.
To be fair, but we saw on the map there's Druid Circle and stuff, so we could always make a detour to see if someone can help.
You could. Now, mind you, the Druid Circle, if you went directly there, is, let's see, 2.5 days away, so it's entirely possible they would just die before then. But, you know, it is possible to get there in time.
Got a horse, maybe? Does that make it faster if we got horses?
If you can afford a horse.
Can we
I
afford
mean,
a horse?
You could always go back to the Reed farm and buy one of his many fine horses. Wait. I don't know. How much does a horse
Seems
cost?
fine,
Let's find out.
I don't think it's that much, to be fair.
I mean, it's probably more money than you guys have because you're lobies.
A lot of my gear didn't cost anything, really. Like, my weapon cost nothing. Because it's a staff.
Let's see.
Horses are-
Clothing.
Horses are expensive, yo.
Yeah, they are. Horses are incredibly expensive. I just don't
Are
know
expensive.
how much that actually is. Here we go. Animals, a horse. To purchase a riding horse is 80 silver pieces.
Oh, by the way, I could actually afford that, but how much, has anyone actually told, yeah, have you actually told Cole while they're in the bar? Actually, we can wait till it comes around to us anyway.
So on top of that, you'll also need to be able to feed the horse. You'll probably want a saddle. Yeah. And then that's an horse, so one person could take Lady to the circle.
Yeah, and it'd probably be best if it's a druid. But yeah.
We don't know you that well.
I'm not saying that I would do it for you. My character doesn't know you or care that much about you. I'm just saying if it was
Oh.
to happen.
Alright, but anyway, so yeah, the alchemist shop is closed. Eamon is out of town to bury his brother. That's an unfortunate confluence of events.
Wait,
He-
when
he-
did we
he
see
said-
him leave in the morning, or did
You do not see
yesterday?
him. You just go to his shop and it's got a closed sign on it.
You can pull one together. Are you glad you didn't kill that ogre yet?
Killing the ogre doesn't bring his brother back.
No, it'll make me feel better. It'll
I-
make my willy hard.
At least you're honest. So yeah,
Okay,
that's...
You can blame Savan's crit rolling.
Oh yes, you know what? Mers is correct. You can rent a horse, assuming someone is willing to rent you a horse.
You know what? We can also steal a horse, but that will get us hanged.
Yes, you could also just steal a horse. In fact, the mayor has many fine horses he would love to let you steal and then kill you for.
Okay, what's horse renting then?
Renting a single riding horse is
22, I believe.
no, it's 1 silver per day.
Oh, that's pretty cheap.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's actually quite
Sure.
cheap.
So...
You will need to put down some collateral because they're not just gonna like let random adventurers walk off with a horse because it'll probably never come back.
What's collateral then?
Probably like 20 silver pieces.
Fucking. You better get
Well,
that
Okay,
silver
yeah.
back.
question. How much do we all have?
I've got loads of silver, but you guys haven't come back to us just yet, I don't think.
Oh, yeah. By the way, Koi, before this all happens, I need to pull you aside, tell your siblings death, and give you 1 gold and 20 silver.
I don't know how much money I actually have. I don't think I was given any money. I
We
think
can
it's-
wait till Seven swings around to us, and then we can talk about Yarek.
Okay. Totally forgot about that.
Okay, so Lady Crean, anything else you two want to try and do, or?
Well, the alchemist is out of town, so I might still head back to the tavern where we normally reconvene.
Okay. So yeah, then we will switch over to Cole and Yark, who have... Cole, you've just been informed that Locke is dead, and yeah, that's unfortunate. You have a gold piece, though, so that's nice. It's a net upgrade for you, but...
How do you say it, Yarek?
Your sister's dead.
Pardon?
Yeah, I'm not very good with words. You know that better than anyone else. Just gonna go out. I'm gonna say it.
Dead, Leok.
Yeah. She had an unfortunate encounter with an ogre and I couldn't save her.
You've always been a bad joker, Yarek. This isn't one of your finest.
She's just gonna look at you straight in the face. Mr. Joker.
Sister's dead.
I'm gonna push to you some gold. Specifically 1 gold and 20. I'm sorry for your loss.
Her jaw visibly hardens as she stares at the money. Before grabbing it. What did her earn?
It was an ogre. A bandit. Just outside.
Did the ogre get what she deserved? Or he? Or it?
Do I have to roll to lie about this? Because I genuinely do not believe she got what she deserved.
I mean, yeah, a deception roll is perfectly reasonable.
Wait, why did she get what she deserved? What?
She did not. You guys did not kill her. She's just left on the side of the road.
Deception.
Ugh.
Oh god, here goes. Yes.
Oh, can I? What do I roll to discern that?
Perception.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some horse shit right there.
Can I swing to punch Yarek in the face? Not going to go
Sure.
for any further combat. Just to punch him.
Your noodle wizard arms.
No, no.
Can I use dexterity to punch someone?
I don't
No.
believe so. No, not without
Just
well,
fucking
special
strength.
training.
I roll a 15.
It doesn't quite get through my AC.
If you don't move, it'll still hit you.
I don't move.
I mean, it'll hit you.
I mean, you can
deserve
volunteer
this.
to just take the hit if you think you deserve it.
Yep. I just take the hit.
I like what 1d4 damage. I don't.
I think you do
Figure
like
it.
1 damage.
Yeah, 1 damage. It's not like it's more for the stick with anything else. I'm not a monk. I'm not gonna fucking like rip your head off like fucking attack. Great roleplay. Another character dead. She spits on the floor, walks off. Says you're a shit liar, Yarrick. I expected more.
I did the best I could.
Yeah, and Locke's dead. The best isn't always good enough.
I mean, where were you?
I'm sorry, voice in my head. I can't hear you. Back over there with fucking Ghoul Seether. Where were you?
This is your conscience telling you you suck.
Where
Jesus
were
Christ.
you?
Alright, shut up. Let's get as far as we can tonight, shall we?
I'm aware nothing I say, nothing I'll do will ever bring it back. But I tried my damn hardest. You know, I wouldn't just leave Leok out like that.
Cole's walked off to the mayor's office. She'll probably come
I'm
around
gonna-
later.
I'm gonna go get a drink.
Alright,
On the
so
plus side, we can afford a horse.
are either of you actually going to end up going to the mayor's...
I am.
So, hot off of learning that
Yes.
about your sibling, you arrive at the mayor's house, and this time the guards will just let you walk on in. There's a waiting
Question.
room where a page will ask what that horrible thing in the bag is, and can he throw it away for you.
Hey kids, want to see a dead body?
No?
Cool. Now let me go through.
No?
I do believe the mayor said that you get paid for 1, scalps, and 2, they were looking for a hound.
Yes, but you do have to wait your turn. The mayor's in a meeting
there
right
anyone else
now.
here?
Yes.
Well, I can wait, and you and me and Malcolm can share a lovely room together.
That's all
She,
right. I'll just wait over here.
She puts the bag on the nearest table, unfurls the top. The head
He
of dog is
will not let
beautiful.
you do that. He will just like come over and fuss at you until you pick the bag back up, and then he'll like get a wet rag and wipe the table down.
Yeah, Cole will wait.
All right. So like 15 minutes later, and with a couple of very urgent urgings from his assistant, the mayor will eventually come out and see you in the sitting room, not allowing you to come into his office where you could stink the place up. So
He'll sit
I
down.
understand you have a dog for me. This black hound people have been searching for.
Yeah, I actually went down by the old farm.
Did you now?
Mr. Reed's, yeah, Mr. Reed's doing quite well, you know, for himself. Always
Reed's
sitting the hand
dead.
down. That's the funny thing, though, isn't it? The dead don't quite stay dead around these parts, do they?
He stares at you for a moment, then strokes his snowy beard. Ah, I see. Yes. Right. Well, let's see the dog then. He sort of gestures at the table that was just wiped clean. You can see the page blanch, like, oh no, just clean that.
She puts the bag gently down the table and
Alright.
unfurls it.
Some of the dog is kind of liquefied on the trip, but otherwise, it's, you know, it's a rotting dog carcass. They'll just like put the back of his sleeve over his nose to stifle the stench. Well, that's a dog, all right.
Have you never seen the Hound? Do you have anyone who's seen it before?
No, there's a group of adventurers that came through, claim to have seen it.
You could
Oh.
always call them You could always send the crier or someone, a messenger around to get them to confirm this is what the dog looks like.
I will, yes. Wait here. And then he'll, like, wave for the page to go do so, and... party, do you resist being summoned?
No,
Alright.
I
By
don't
the
care
way-
anymore.
By the way, the Mr. Reed, unlike most ghouls, was quite thinking. Whilst delusional, he was definitely had a air of wits about him. He thought he was running a farm, he would talk, he thought everything was still as it was. The way I convinced him that I could have the dog is that I lied and said that I was taking him for a walk because Marianne said I could.
You see the mayor just kind of give a long sigh, like, oh, Jesus.
Yeah,
I'll
so this is not
shake his
any
head.
normal ghoul.
Poor man. He was a good man in his time. Didn't deserve that fate or this.
Who has the map, by the way? Is it me or Yarrick?
You.
Yeah, probably you.
So she pulls out the map as well, and she gestures, I found this in a chest. A locked magical one in the farm. And as you can see, there are a lot of markings leading towards the castle. Do you know anything about this place? Obviously, the party
Castle,
might be
what?
arriving by now, I don't know.
He'll take the map out of your hand and sort of, do that thing where he holds it close to his face and further back, trying to get the right distance on it for his eyes to adjust. I know this place, all right. Used to be the Crusader Keep of a Paladin of the Sun, hundreds of years ago, back when this land was first conquered.
Crusader Kings.
It was said he had the power to raise the dead. That's obviously just horse shit. Old wives' tale. He'll just, like, toss the map down on top of the dead dog.
Unlike the dog, the map does still need to be used. So she picks it back up.
Alright.
It's probably the best point of call to investigate the castle, unless you have any better leads.
What the hell would Reed be doing out there, though? I mean, it's a good
Reed?
place to set up shop if you're a bandit. The walls were still standing one and only time I went out there. At least most of them. Make it hard to assault. Not
Well, you
impossible.
mentioned the tale about the Crusader and bringing back the dead. It could be that there are residues left over from that area.
Perhaps, but what? Oh. Oh.
See, religion and healing is one step away from death and necromancy. What once light, and
Now, you mind your words
life.
there. That's awful close to heresy. But yes, I see what you're saying. Perhaps Reed was so distraught when her husband died that she resort to such foul magics. She was such a good woman once. Hard to imagine she could do such a thing, but... well, the heart does what it does. Alright. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. If what
Yes,
you're
otherwise-
saying is true, then Reed is well within our grasp, or soon will be. And he'll, like, walk over to one of the guards and whisper something, and then the guard will just step out. And about this time, Yark, like, passes by the guy in the doorway and walks in. Ah, you're, Yavin, right?
Yarrick.
Yark.
Close enough.
This dog here, is the one you've been seeing?
I'm gonna give it a
all
closer
summoned.
look.
Oh yeah, if the rest of you want to come as well, that's fine. No one will say anything. I'm assuming Lady probably
yeah.
wants to just stay at home and not, puke everywhere.
I want to not die. Is bed rest gonna give me a small bonus?
You could
Not bed resting will probably give you a small penalty.
Oh my fucking.
It looks like it.
If that's the case, then perhaps Perhaps we can find some way to lure Reed to this hound. She seems desperate for the damn thing. For whatever reason.
Or at least
I wonder what...
one of its
And
friends.
as he's saying that, the mayor looks down, like, into the desiccated rib cage. And he just puts up a hand, like, shuts you up. Then he reaches that hand into the dog's rib cage and just... and pulls out something from inside it. He's just completely stone-faced during this whole thing, almost as much as Cole is. Just pulls out a hand from inside the dog.
Cole tilts her face. What does he have in his hands?
He has a hand.
There's a hand inside the corpse.
Yes, there was.
Well, that'd explain where Reed's hand went.
That's disgusting. Is this
there
why
anything on the
Reed
hand?
wanted the dog? Does it have something to do with her husband coming back wrong? Or was it used in some sort of foul right? Why does it have his hand?
Maybe they got into a fight. Maybe he was brought back and the dog had a natural distaste for undead. A lot of animals do. They could be any number of things. My question more is, why are we seeing a living hound wander about, or wisps of a ghost potentially, and yet I've got the dead thing right here?
So he'll just drop the gross hand back onto the gross dead body, wipe it off on his trousers, and say, "I'd have to talk to a wizard for that shit. I don't know. Either way, if we have the body, Reed seems desperate for it. Maybe we can use it to get her out of the stupid keep. Don't have to siege the place."
Yeah, I think we should use it to bait her as well.
Hmm.
Is anyone here what's the word? Is anyone here trained in embalming or anything? Because you probably want to make the corpse look as legitimate as possible, lest it fall apart before we get there.
As you say that, like, some of the hound's liquefied guts are just drooling onto the table.
Doesn't matter, we can stuff it or like patch it up a little.
It
we know
doesn't
what-
seep out of the bag, don't worry.
So I also feel like that's not gonna work for her. She will just sense it. This
People
might not
see-
be the version of the dog she's looking for.
Doesn't matter. People believe what they want to believe. It might startle her, it might get something. Where's your pet?
Worth a try.
I mean, elf friend.
What friend?
The one who was infected with...
Shut up. She's out of town.
Oh, alright.
The man sort of cocks an eyebrow that he's not going to press it. He doesn't care that much.
Mr. Wybert, do you know any higher level
Mayor
priests?
Wybert.
Mayor.
And yes, I knew one quite talented priestess named Miriam Reed.
I
Gives
mean
you a
one
flat
that's
look.
not. Do you know any others in a couple of days travel?
Not within a few days, no.
Where
Sad
would you
to
suggest
say,
it was a couple
Stella's
days?
about the best spellcaster around here.
If we wanted to borrow a horse, would you be able to lend us a couple?
Make it just a raw charisma roll, just to see
Raw
if you have.
Charisma is not my best stat. What am I at?
All right, yeah, he'll slowly nod and say, "Well, a lot of you have certainly helped the town, so sure."
Does he notice the absence of Viark?
No,
He's probably pleased.
I don't think he gives the slightest shit about any of you.
I thought
Just
he
like-
disliked Liark quite a
Certainly
lot.
doesn't give a shit about dogs.
Yeah, this guy seems like kind of an asshole. Just gonna throw that out there.
Oh yeah, I think
Like,
Cole's
he definitely doesn't remember any of your names or faces after like 2 days. He's just like gone.
What was
I
the
wouldn't remember the name either.
Guys, I have an
Well-
idea.
uh-huh.
What if we post outside his door, right? And ask other adventurers what jobs they be doing for him.
Come back in a week and say we did it. Collect the money and leave.
Oh, that's a great idea. But then the other adventuring party might want to kill us.
Right,
Simple.
right. But then if they do, it's self-defense. Then we get twice the equipment.
Cole gives you like a deadpan stare and slowly smacks.
That's a great idea.
You
are
all
the
should
best.
not. You
You
all
are the
should not be
best.
encouraging him, and you all
You are
are.
the You are the best dwarf I have ever known.
Fantastic.
So what was the reward, Mayor, on the Hound's corpse?
Let's see, that's a good question. I feel like it was 100 pieces of silver.
I will gladly.
Or sorry, no, that was for, no, 1,000 was for Reed, it was 100 for the dog, and then it was, like 10 per scalp.
She'll
So
give
I'll give you 100
she'll give
pieces of silver.
She'll give 40 to Kareen for the bag.
Sweet.
No one else was interested in grabbing the dog, so as far as Cole's concerned, as she's not been asked during the party explicitly, she doesn't owe the money to the rest of you. Unless you like specifically pressed her on it.
Nah.
Nice. Alright. So yeah, I guess you pocket the money, and the mayor will nod and say, I'll have a couple of horses brought round for you. Have them back inside a week. Anything else?
No, that'll be all.
Alright, and the mayor will dismiss you, and his page will bring around a couple of riding horses. They're not the best horses from his stable, probably, but they do have, you know, saddles and harnesses and all that.
Sweet.
He said he was the best horses for fucking his wife.
Well, you see, that's why his wife died, actually. She got Mr.
Mr.
Hands.
Hands. So
Anyway, so yeah, what's the party gonna do?
I continue to try not to die.
It's a difficult
Well, we
task.
Cole goes.
Gets very drunk.
Cole in the tavern. Having them. She studies the map for a while. Obviously, probably with some sort of alcohol. She'll pay a silver or whatever it is. And she asks the lady if the priest in the town managed to help her at all.
If the priest in
No.
town what?
Managed
Managed
to
to
help
help
me?
her?
No. Nope.
So, what's your plan of action?
Sweat it out.
Alright, if you're gonna do that, then here's some rope. Every time you go to sleep, you bed. I'm not going with you, but I'll be tying you to the bed.
I mean, you better hope my skill set doesn't transfer over if I'm a ghoul, because let me tell you about ropes.
You might want to keep that down. Unless you want other people in the town knowing your.
I mean,
particular
I'm
ailment.
in the middle. I'm in the middle of my bed. Like I'm
Oh,
not.
I thought. Oh, okay. Never mind then. That's fine. Then you have to be quiet. Why don't you go and seek for proper medical help?
I don't know. Where am I supposed to go venture off in time to go find proper medical help?
You could go to the druid circle.
I squint.
I mean, it's that, or you could sleep and turn into a ghoul.
Where would this druid circle even be?
She shows Lady the map. I could rent you a horse. I've got the collateral.
I'll give it one more night. I'm sure might have enough constitution to be able to sweat it out at least this last little bit. I'm a hardy elf.
I will be tying you to the bed if you choose to sleep here.
I mean, I'm gonna have to charge you, but okay.
I am not sleeping with you.
That's what they all say. I didn't touch the elf. I didn't sleep
She-
with the elf. No, no, no.
She gives you this sort of look that you reserve to dead dogs. She might have seen it previously used on the previous dead animal, and she looks at you as if you're simply something that must be dealt with at this point. My apologies. I will leave you to it.
Man, that would have been a really biting glare if I could have seen it past your skull mask.
It would have.
There's giant holes with
So-
eyes.
Would have been a
So
real.
here, guys. Just to point out, if we need to go to the druid circle, we should do it right now.
Yeah, that was the point that I was making.
No, that wasn't the point that you were making. That was literally the opposite of the point that you were making.
I was suggesting they go to the druid circle. Lady said, "Nah, in my sleep." And
Yeah,
Cole didn't press it.
suggesting versus saying that we're going. That's the
Oh, yeah,
difference.
Cole isn't doesn't know Lady like you guys do, so she's not gonna press it. If you want to press it, then by all means.
Well, we were supposed to reconvene and then talk with everyone back at the tavern.
Hmm.
Otherwise, we've just been standing outside the mayor's, Lord Mayor's place with horses in our hands.
I thought we were all- I thought we were all
Oh,
in the
we got
tavern.
Reiki to do.
I thought we were all in the tavern. Were we not there, Savin?
I have no idea where you guys are.
I have
Oh,
no
I,
idea where I am.
I was
You
talking
two
to
are at the
Lady,
tavern.
so-
I don't know where the rest of the party is.
Oh, we're coming back to the tavern.
I
Wait,
need
with
to-
the horses.
Sorry, I
have
thought
no-
everyone's in the tavern.
I have no idea what's going on.
Well, so I guess the party is now in the tavern. Everyone's together.
Now, do druids for a fact actually have magic that can heal this, or is this just basically an assumption that we're going to be told later? You never actually.
You have made an assumption.
Hmm. Hmm.
I don't even know
So,
what
can
spell
we
you
just
need.
ask the priestess if they know, like, who's the next strong, like, a
Yeah.
cleric that could remove this shit?
You know, do you hear anything about big dick druids that are good at removing diseases?
What's
Or
the spell?
big
What spell does she need,
spellcasters?
Savin?
What was that, Fred?
Savin, what's the spell you need to cure it?
I'm gonna go on a limb and say it's probably the cure disease spell. So let's see what level that is.
I wasn't sure, like, if it was called cure disease or so.
Yep.
When I search that, I can't find anything. So I don't know what level that is.
Let's see. I'm just gonna take a look at the divine spell list, 'cause that's where it would be. Is it? It's not second level, I don't think. Remove disease. Here you go. That's a third level spell.
Remove disease. And the question is, is healing necromancy?
Remove disease.
Can you get that as a?
319, huh?
Let's have a look. Yeah, druids can get it, I believe. Primal, they get it as a third level spell. Remove disease. They get neutralize poison as well, and other stuff.
So, assuming that the Circle of Druids has a third level druid.
I'd
'Cause let me
assume-
tell you about the narrative disconnect between player levels and NPCs.
Yeah. Let me look. Yeah, I don't know that there's going to be a 5th level cleric anywhere near here. Yeah, no, probably not. So you could get on a boat and go, like... Actually, no. You might be able to find one... You might be able to find one in Stone Song, the big dwarf, hold here. It's a pretty big, like, trading post.
Wait, so where are we?
Oh, that's
wow.
on the road as well.
Yeah, so with the
Now, I'm going to
horses-
emphasize might here, because there's going to be a dice roll when you get there to see if you find one.
Mm. Confidence is already soaring.
Now, on the other
Um,
hand,
it-
it is a druid spell, and you can pretty much be guaranteed that there's a druid who can cast it at the druid circle over yonder.
Yeah, that's
But
why I was
you'd
like,
have to get them to actually agree to do so, which is not necessarily a given.
I'm a,
God, this is gonna be a
there's
problem.
some
I
sort
mean,
of benefits to me being
we've
a
been-
druid, right?
We've been going on this whole time about how elves are basically animals. The druids have a vested interest for saving the elves.
It's true.
I'm a druid as well, so that might be somewhat helpful.
But are you a druid of the
Cool.
circle? Their
We
circle.
could always, I don't know, but we could always pay them.
Yeah, the druids, the people who purposely go out of their way to not live in society, will care about the money.
TCL makes a valid point.
Okay, so do you
Hey,
want to go
cleaning
and
services.
do you want to go and see if they can save you, or do you want to just, I don't know, maybe you could be like Mr. Reed. He was okay.
I mean, the other thing is that basically, okay, so one, what are we even doing right now, besides trying to see if we can find a mage that has removed disease? That's at least 50 miles.
Yeah, so it'll be on horseback. It'll be like a day and a half of hard riding to get there.
Hard riding a day and a half with a sick boy.
Yeah.
Well, you could, if Yarrick heals him and tops him up, then he probably won't die.
Yeah, it'll be less than a day to get to Stone Song.
So what else are we supposed to be doing besides this? We're supposed to be like what, baiting
Go-
the
Go to the
Uh,
castle.
Yeah,
I'm getting slapped by
you
the,
could
giant.
attempt to actually capture Reed yourself, or you can assume that the Lord Mayor's knights will go do it eventually, now that they know where she
Eventually.
is. But no money for you.
Yeah,
Or
but-
we could
Very
have the
good
rest of
practice,
this adventure, this campaign, be the Save Lady adventure.
I mean, it would be
No.
quite interesting to just let Lady slowly turn to.
I yeah, I 100% advocate for you guys just having a ghoul in your ranks, but
Wait,
Oh,
I
it
mean, if I'm a
depends.
ghoul, I could still be conscious.
yeah, I mean, ghouls have intelligence modifiers. You'll be chaotic evil and try to eat the party, but I mean, hey, that's fine for you.
Can I
Well,
still? If I keep my memories, I want to
No.
be a monk. Fuck you! Make it happen!
No, you're gonna be a
Reed has
dead
good
and you're an
memories.
NPC. You don't care.
Fucking, I learned martial arts. I don't just forget that because I died.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. Martial arts is of the spirit, motherfucker.
That's the point. Your soul is no longer in your body. Your spirit is gone.
Hmm.
Owned.
Oof.
That is a point that you didn't take into consideration.
All right, fair enough. I want to be a fucking kung fu ghost then. Fuck you.
Why do you want to be an undead monk, Jesus?
Because fuck you. Give me satisfaction.
Fuck me.
Why is that what gives you
So what's that
satisfaction?
DCL?
You're already a
can't
monk,
get no
motherfucker.
Satisfaction.
And you're killing me off. Now I want to be an undead.
No, I'm not killing you off. The Pathfinder is killing you off. I want you to live.
I believe that with about 10% of my being.
That's more than I
Okay,
expected to
so-
get, so I'll
Saving
count
not
that as a
having
win.
competent healers in town is killing you. Let's be fair.
Yeah, to be
Also
fair,
that.
look,
Okay.
do you GCL, do you? It depends what the party wants, because Cole's just isn't bothered either way. She's happy to help with this, but otherwise she's going to the castle to continue with her job.
I mean, if you
You
just
know what? Let's just go to the fucking druids. Let's make sure that when we camp for the night, that you are nice, comfortable, warm, and all that stuff. That you
I'm gonna take
and all that good
penalties.
shit.
I'm gonna take penalties for
Yeah.
hard riding.
Hard riding, yeah. You will basically be counteracting the bonus that you get from people tending to you with medicine. So it'll be just a normal fort save.
Plus the 2 that he got from the.
That's what I'm saying. It counteracts
That's
that.
counteract.
Well, just keep him top of health, because it's what? How much damage can he take?
Up to 24 damage.
Yeah, and his HP's how much?
28.
Exactly. So just keep yourself above 24.
With
Do
that,
or-
with that whole
do or
thing
die?
where I take half
Do-
HP from healing.
I mean, you're nearly full, aren't you? And Yarek's got spells. He can always heal you. If it gets to
I
midnight,
have
we're not in a
3
fight.
heals.
Yeah, so if it gets to midnight, we can always heal you. And technically, if I have prepared a healing spell, which
Fine, we'll go to the druid circle.
All right.
So
Are
that
you
way he's
leaving
gonna-
right now in the middle, at
Yeah.
noon, 2 o'clock in the
Yes.
morning? Okay. So this will be your half day of hard
Morning.
riding.
So we're leaving this morning because we just went to the mayor and all that shit in the morning.
I mean, it's not like early morning when you guys are doing that because you arrived back in town at like 2.
Either way, we're riding.
Okay, so
We're riding.
you will get to like here. Boop. So would one of you kindly roll me a d6?
Oh my
I'll do this.
fucking god!
I always roll really good d6, I was told. There we go, 5.
Oh, damn
Okay,
it, Freya.
you're fine.
Oh.
Now, DCL, would you kindly roll me a fortitude save?
God
Wait,
damn.
make
Theo.
sure you're topped up.
Before when he goes to the sleep time, he's gonna get healed first. That's okay.
Yes, okay. You guys expend however many spell slots.
Because we're gonna rest here, I take it. Is that right? And then travel.
Yeah.
I don't have any
So,
healing prepared.
Yarek
Okay,
just
so
I'm
Yarek.
gonna
just
get rest. I'm gonna
loose.
give him 3 healing slots.
Okay, so roll it, because it's entirely possible with half healing you'll not be sufficient.
I'm aware. Oh god. Please work.
If he crit
Oh,
heals.
god, work.
There's no such thing as crit healing.
Oh, that's sad.
Alright, so you get 4, 3, and
There's even more.
2.
Wait, so is it rounded down, not up?
Everything rounds down. So you get, yeah,
All right,
4,
second.
3, 2, and then,
I'm at max HP.
okay.
Yeah.
Constitution.
And Cole's got some
Fortitude.
potions if she
God!
has.
Nice.
Damn it, DCL.
Alright, it was a fortitude save, but you still failed, even with that difference. So, you're going to move from stage 2 to stage 3. So,
Pretty good.
you take 3d8 damage. Only 10.
That's not too bad.
Only 10.
And now I guess I don't get to have any healing.
No, this is still the half healing stage. Stage 4 is when you get no healing.
It'd be really
Okay,
nice to
so-
roll above it too.
Yorick, you also for the night, and you get your constitution. Same with Dane. For hit points, remember?
Can I roll survival to see if I can get if I can ravage up some food for us?
We aren't really tracking rations in this particular game, so don't worry about it.
Okay, no problem. I bought 4 ration packs as well.
That's fine.
Wasted
That's
silver.
enough to not have to worry about it. But yeah, Yark, Dane, you guys are both effectively back at full hit
I
points.
just noticed Mahir's dead in the
Oh,
sky.
Yeah,
If you scroll up.
yeah, he's dead in the sky. Rest in peace.
Yep.
Yeah. Lady, you also get hit points restored for resting for the night, just, halved.
Are you saying that Mahir is like that anime character who's in the sky giving a thumbs up because he's dead?
I have no idea.
I hate you so much sometimes.
I'm sorry I don't like your weeb trash.
I hate you so
Roll a
much
d6.
all the time.
Roll a
You know why
d6.
Why would you watch anime anyway?
I know, right? Alright. You do not, in fact, find any random encounters in the night. I don't know. Fen, why don't you roll me a d6 for the next day's travel? Because you will...
Oh boy, I bet we gonna find all
Damn
kinds
it.
of fun things.
Alright, you get to the Druid Circle unmolested. Damn it all to hell.
Yatta.
The luck of the dwarvish.
I think the spiders was your one chance to kill the entire party and the ogre.
Well, the one chance.
I had my
I mean,
chance. Now I can
the
only
spiders-
kill Lady.
The spiders don't be wanting a piece of me no more.
I mean, they do,
Alright.
but the nice dryad is telling them not to. So yeah.
Alright.
You guys
white match.
approach the Druid Circle, and, your new friend here can guide you to it, but When you approach, you are met with several humanoid figures with full, like, Celtic woad war paint on and big, animal skull horns jutting up
Hey,
from their
wait,
heads,
Sav&D,
and they have
Sav&D,
shields and
Sav&D.
scimitar. What?
Would a 13 have been enough?
No.
Okay, never mind.
Do you have a 10 difference on fortitude saves?
I have a 2 difference. With the first one I did was also a Constitution check and not a fortify.
Well, I know, but how big of a difference is it? Fuck.
It's 2, which is why I said 13. I was talking about the other one I did.
Oh, right. No, the D. Actually, let me look. That's a good point. Let me make sure. No, the DC is 15.
Well, lady was throwing bullshit. Oh, I had her.
So yeah, you are met by a bunch of grumpy-looking druids in full, like, woad war paint. They do not look happy to see you here and greet you with scimitars and spears. What do?
Can I speak to them in Druidic?
Yes.
Cool.
I'm.
Um,
It's
She introduced herself as Cole of the Wild Order. I don't know what order. Would I know what order they're from appearance? That's fine. She says she's from the Wild Order. She says she's come seeking aid, if possible. She requires a druid of much better capability than her to be able to heal her friend.
One of
She
the
requires you to
druids,
make a trade.
an elf man. Well, quote-unquote man. A more masculine-looking elf than lady. Takes a step forward and says, "Why do you bring disease and steel to our circle? This is sacred ground."
Should have thought of that, shouldn't I?
You should have as a druid, but a little too late for that.
Wait, we have a druid with us?
That's actually fair to say. It's actually fair to say.
I thought she was a wizard.
What?
Please wait.
The memery.
Please wait. Understand.
You can't speak their language, by the way.
I mean, they also almost all certainly speak common, but yeah.
Yeah, that was.
I mean-
wasn't that said in common?
No, that was in
Or
Druidic.
Okay, never mind.
She clicks her tongue and apologizes, and turns around quickly and asks for everyone bar Lady to leave, or
I do
to at least
so.
stand outside the druid area, as their metallurgy offends the druidic ways.
Yeah, everyone is just staring daggers at Dane, who's, covered in dwarf armor and with a big axe. The hated
anything
axe
that
that
does
fells
some-
their trees.
I only
Anything that
have a
doesn't offend
breastplate?
a lot.
Wait, please understand. I'm the one who's trying to seek medical help here. I don't know much about the druidic ways, but I am an elf and a monk. I believe in protecting nature, and I use only my body. No armor or metals do not defile nature.
And that's why you got bitten.
Yes, that is actually why I'm rather sick right now.
I only use my body. Flash cut to a lady just getting pounded by a treant.
I'm just gonna go now.
Alright.
so-
Make a
Okay.
persuade test with a +2 bonus from Cole's assistance.
Wait,
Do, you
who?
want me to- do I roll over? She rolling it?
This will be DCL rolling you assisted with a +2 bonus.
Ooh,
Hopefully you're
Oof.
actually good at this.
not.
You're a fucking prostitute. How are you not good at this?
Because I don't get enough skills, motherfucker!
Oh my god.
See, I chose to train diplomacy.
Alright, then in that case, let Cole roll with a +2 from Lady, whichever. I assumed Lady was good at diplomacy.
Okay.
+2, so 19. I didn't have the +2 in there. I don't know how to add it.
Okay, that's fine.
The rest of us just standing back, just
Alright, so yeah, the rest of you
Unusual.
stand back. The
Cat,
druids
cat.
squint at Cole and then say, "Alright, you and your sick friend may enter, but the rest stay back."
She spreads her hands in a facilitating gesture, saying, "That's no issue of mine."
So you are escorted in. They will take your weapons from you and immediately,
stick?
lady, yeah, your stick, indeed. And lady, your hands will be bound by thick leather cords.
Normally I charge for this.
They just give you a dirty look.
I mean,
Not the death
Dirty.
that you want.
okay. You have to
And you are brought from the edge of the woods into a great circle of standing stones surrounding a small hill. And at the top of the hill, you see a throne made of branches. And on either side of it rests a great dire wolf, a living creature, breathing heavily, staring down upon you. They both turn their noses up as they get a whiff of Lady. They smell the disease on her.
Are these wild druids? Would I know by now if they've got dire wolves?
I have no idea what wild druid is.
Oh, there's a druidic order.
I don't know what that is.
Do you know what druidic order these guys are?
No, I don't know. That's not a thing.
Okay, never mind then. It's part of the class feature.
I don't care. Like, super don't care.
No problem. Sorry, continue.
And so, yes, there's no one sitting on the throne, but one of the other druids, one who escorted you, will slowly sheathe his scimitar on his hip and take a few steps up the hill so that he's above you. And looking down says, "So your friend, what's wrong with him?"
She has the ghoul fever.
Ghoul fever. The sickness of undeath. And he'll spit onto the ground. Rub it into the
Yeah.
ground with the boot of his heel. Alright. There are none here who can help you. Our leader is in the forest. You must seek out Sir Gareth. Rest here, you and your friends outside. In the morrow, one of us will lead you to him.
Hopefully I can
Tomorrow.
last for the
Do
extra
you
night.
have anyone that could give Lady medical or healing? Otherwise, she may not last the night. You know how it is with ghoul fever. It assails the body and mind every evening.
We can try. And then he'll wave a hand up to a younger human female druid who will slowly approach and reach into a satchel on her hip, which has some medical equipment inside. All of it's just natural stuff, you know. Different powders and ointments made from the native flora. Let's see what we got here.
You can have the Amsterdam experience.
Okay. As enough to give a +2 bonus, which will cancel out the issue of having done hard riding all day.
And I feel like as a prostitute, I should be used to hard riding.
Unfortunately, not while horribly sick. You normally get your diseases cured pretty quick.
What's your health
Okay,
right
according
now,
to Mers,
DCL?
these are probably the animal order.
What's your health on DCL?
Should be
Fucking
full.
19. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, you're right. 19. Or you're full -10.
So that'll put you on 19. Yeah, that's fine. You can actually. How much does it take? 3d8. You said.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Uh,
I can easily be KO'd by that with
Do you-
saving
do
fucking
you-
dice.
do you mind if I take my friend to see their group's healer before we rest for the night? I just
Yeah,
want to make sure that.
In fact, they will suggest that you and your friends should all stay together for the night.
She thanks them for their help, and then she'll go back to the party and make sure that when they camp or where they camp is outside the druidic area,
Mm-hmm.
lest they
So
be
you'll
offended.
be like back this away a little bit. Well, not quite that far, but like,
Control
yeah.
campfire, nice and warm.
Right.
Bedrolls, extra bedrolls, blankets, extra blankets. There we go. Nice, warm, comfortable, wrapped up and all that stuff.
I can't wait for me to keep continuously failing so that on the last check I can get a critical and be revealed as the savior of the forest, the chosen one.
The chosen ghoul.
The chosen
Alright,
one.
speaking of which,
The
DCL,
chosen
would you
fucking
like
ghoul.
to make a fortitude save?
Well, is Yark gonna heal him
But
first?
that's
Or?
maximized from healing.
Yeah, you'll
Yeah.
get
Yeah,
healed to full.
points
Also,
are-
stop that. Thank you.
Stop what?
No
Oh
one.
boy, here comes the heal.
Ah!
Oh boy. Alright,
First-
so you're healed to full effectively for the night. Then come the morning, you take 12 damage and you cannot be healed any further. You are in stage 4.
Nice.
You really need to stop failing these fort saves, my friend.
My god!
I want to drop kick you later, just because if I had known Pathfinder had this, I would have been way different when handling those ghouls. It's too late now.
You could
Right.
just not punch them.
I mean-
now that said, would DCL, would you roll me a d6? Okay,
Two.
one of these days.
Okay.
Does that mean that we have no encounters or something?
Correct.
You sound so upset.
I am. I like random encounters. They're my favorite part of the game.
Oh man, you want to hear upset? Give me a moment.
You want to hear upset? All right, DCL, roll another fortitude save, motherfucker.
Ah!
I'm kidding. Kidding. Don't do that.
Want to hear upset? Let me get my door open.
No, we'll just
I will
kick you.
I will take you out of this fucking server and shoot you. I swear to God.
No, shoot me.
You
No,
too.
Slippy.
I got 2 barrels.
Thank you.
No, we keep him.
All right. So come morning, one of the druids, the same guy who's been talking to you, will come out with a long hunting spear and a big, heavy traveling cloak, and just silently, like, come to the edge of your camp, and just wave you forwards. And rather than taking you back into the circle, he will proceed into the woods.
So it's just me and Lady, or we all go out?
This is that's up to you.
Anyone who comes can't bring steel or metal. So anyone who's comfortable with coming
That
without
was
their
just
gear.
a circle.
It depends. Do you want to offend their leader as well?
I have no issues with it.
Well, the sacred ground, the whole thought was that don't bring stuff, metal to or steel to the sacred ground, etc.
Cole shrugs.
That was their wording, so or what?
I have no issue with offending him. I'm not fucking giving up my
Okay.
sword for no.
Well, that depends on
Wait.
the confirmation of the DM or not. So
It's,
I personally think it'd be best if either you left your metal or you stayed here. One or the other.
Saving
But then you don't know me that well.
about druids. He
Do you
doesn't
realize it's a symbol of my god? I can't just abandon this.
Then stay here.
Sacrilege. Just coming up with excuses to keep my sword. Good excuses.
and you guys can do what you want. The only druid you talked to is just like made one wave towards the woods and just walked into them. So
Yeah, so Cole's gonna
no,
follow.
we're
She said,
fucking
what?
following. Shut the fuck up and move.
all right, so everyone follows and
We're
follows
moving.
and follows.
With our steel.
All right, good to know. Would anyone
In case of anything.
like to roll
Yeah.
me a d6?
Oof, I will give you the D6 arenas.
All right.
Not this time.
Fuck you! You made us roll another one too.
I like how
Yeah,
didn't
there's
I-
one at night and one during the day. This is your day encounter.
Fuck you! Why were we ambushed in the circle of druids in the middle of the night?
we're not in the circle.
Yeah, you were not in the circle. You're next to the circle.
I squint.
And now you're again not in the circle. You're in the forest. This is the circle.
I guess.
This is the forest. This is where you are.
Whatever you do, don't use fire. Otherwise, the druids probably will not help us.
I mean, would druids object to burning down a forest?
Would we really care?
I
If you
would.
want their help.
I
if you
care a
wanna-
lot in the moment.
If you want to fight 2 direwolves and a horde
Freya,
of
would you roll me a
languishers.
d12, please?
Oh, God.
Okay. I'm gonna give you those high rolls. Oof, a 1.
All
It's a 1 in me.
right. A 1.
Simon's looking for the nastiest single thing
My
you can run
God.
us.
All
It's
right.
a, treant.
So yeah, as you guys are meandering through the woods, following this druid's footsteps, he suddenly puts up a hand and, orders you all to stop. He drops down to one knee and starts looking from place to place, his big ears wiggling. What's that? Something on the wind. The smell of death.
That could be me.
Sure.
Yes, your kind. The walking flesh.
Oh, you actually mean...
We need to
Death.
hide. And in, like, the blink of an eye, he just rolls into some shrubbery and disappears. Just,
Oh, wait, shit! Shit! Wait, no! I have something for this! Oh, no, I don't, because that
Yeah, me
wasn't the thing
too.
that we could choose.
I,
Shit.
I also do exactly the same thing.
Alright, so the two druids just meld into the woods.
So,
I guess I'll try to hide.
yeah, I
Nice.
Why am
Fuck, I'll just
Wait, why am I taking...
jump into
Wait, why am I taking a -4? Oh, wait, that's because...
noisy.
Are you trained in stealth?
No.
Well, that'll be it.
I like to point out I have a -1 to stealth. Because of the chainmail.
That's great
Or
woods.
is it
Dana,
zero?
you gonna stealth?
Basically, that's either a 1 or a 0.
I'm not even sure if Dane is with us.
They're not.
Dana's always with us in
No
spirit.
escaping, Dane.
Yeah, you gonna try and stealth?
Yes.
Please do. Oh yeah. the dwarf sees Cole and he rolls after.
We do have to apply my armor check penalty.
Which is like, what, -4?
I have no idea because there was no place to put it in the armor or my skills. So who the
Isn't that
fuck
great?
even knows?
Such a good character sheet, isn't it?
It's almost as bad as 5e's, I gotta say.
no.
5e is pretty dope.
Alright, DCL, please figure out your hit points, and then, yeah, Cole and Dane are, like, in the brush here.
I don't know what
Crean,
fucking-
what did you get?
The
Oh,
stealth
God,
group.
yeah. Crean just
The
fell
rare-
flat on her face in the middle of this
I'm s-
tree.
I'm
I'd be
still
a
looking
rare
at... I'm still
tree
looking at the Overlord map. Overworld
What is it?
map.
What was that? Sorry, Fenox.
I said, I'd be a rare tree-dwelling dwarf.
Of course, yes.
She
Dwarves.
smiles. She smiles and said, "See, I was right about you."
It's true.
He squints.
I was jump.
Squint.jpg.
Alright, let me grab some stat blocks here.
I'll make this
Don't
place-
worry your pretty little heads about these things.
It's really sad.
Oh boy.
What is that?
Nothing, don't worry about it.
Okay, so
Shit.
I'm already super sick from ghoul fever. I don't want to get like super ghoul fever.
If anything, I think you're the only. If there's ghouls, only you should fight them. Because you can't get more infected.
That's actually not true, incidentally.
Yeah.
This
The way
is...
poison works in this game is real mean. I like that poison's good the one time players have no access to it.
I have poison. Wait, do I have my staff back now? Yeah, I would have done.
yeah, you have your staff back.
Thank the Lord.
Alright. So as you guys are trying to hide, you see several mossy figures wrapped in these tight bandages, staggering out of the brush. They almost look like they're wearing like ghillie suits. They're so covered in moss and ichor from the forest. But nevertheless, these wet walking corpses shamble towards you. They obviously haven't spotted Dane or Cole, but the rest of you are quite in their sights as these flesh-hungering abominations come hungering.
Question: are they shambling towards us?
Your group, yes.
Can't we just run away if they can only shamble?
Okay, look, I mean, actually, yes, they are actually slower than you, so.
You can run away, but then you're probably not going to get your medical help.
I mean, we could run away in the direction of the guy we're going towards.
They're coming from that direction.
We can walk around them. They're slow.
Yes, we can. Wanna start running? I wanna start running.
Alright, well, that's up to you guys, but for now, would everyone please
What's the
roll
movement speed
initiative?
of the dwarves again?
I can't roll initiative because I can't click myself.
Why can't you click yourself?
I'm on the Overlord map.
Because of world
Oh,
map.
derp.
+8 -12.
What do you guys have for... Yeah.
Where do I press initiative? Here we go. Initiative.
God.
What is my initiative?
Here we go, killing again.
Apparently, I am fast as fuck, boy.
Man,
Are there three? You said there's three of these things,
you
right?
start me this.
That you can see.
Are they ghouls?
No, they are mummies.
Wait, would I
That's
be
fine.
using stealth?
Whoa!
They're
Mummies.
mummies?
Yeah, they're mummies.
Do mummies have? Would I know that mummies have disease?
You are welcome to make a religion check or
I will
a
make a religion
occult check.
Occult? Am I good at occult? Let's have a look.
I didn't
Where,
roll on this.
where is occult? I didn't see that.
It's a skill. Or occultism, or
Alright.
whatever. Alright, is that all you guys?
I got a 17 as religion.
Alright.
We be quite quick.
So mummies don't have poison, they have a disease. It's called mummy
Which
rot.
does- Oh, what does that do?
It gives
Just point out
Phenoxo an
something we
erection,
were
but
all-
more importantly, it gives you it basically rots your flesh and makes your skin all horrible. It won't kill you or anything, but it will make you hideous.
Oh my god, it's
Can
even
it be
worse.
cured?
Yeah, when you
Yes.
successfully pass 2 fortitude saves 2 days in a row.
Oh wow, that's really fucking easy. Let's go, bro.
Yeah, real fucking easy,
Let's-
huh? Real easy, huh?
Let's go, bro.
So mad. Alright, Dane, you're up. You're hidden from these guys. They haven't seen you, so...
Yo,
Okay.
I rolled a. By the way, I rolled a 20 for initiative, but I didn't select my token because I'm a retard.
Hold on. Let me put you on
None of
stealth
us
so
was
far.
on this map, so we couldn't position us anywhere
Is there
That's fine. I
Should I
positioned you
roll
anyway.
beforehand.
is there a bonus to being stealthed?
You could have used your stealth instead of perception for initiative if you so chose.
Could I add my? Actually, my perception's 6, and my stealth's 5, so I should probably use.
Yeah,
perception.
you're probably all better off using your perception. Alright, so yeah, Dane, you are welcome to run up to these guys and give them what for.
I will set up my buddies to, flank if they want.
So I should
Oh.
be close to
That's a
Dane,
miss.
shouldn't I? Because we both stealthed off the same direction, I think.
How about that?
Yeah, you were next to each other.
Right, so Dane.
A
so should I
26
be
will
next to
hit.
Dane, or-
So let's see, does this guy have any
Is that a crit?
special defenses?
No.
No.
Does he get a bonus for what's it called? Stealth.
Surprise.
Yes, he does get a +2, which will actually turn that into a crit. Good call. Roll crit.
Oh, okay.
That's good damage.
Yeah, that is many damagios. You just sink your axe directly into this mummy's face.
Please be dead. Please be dead.
Oh. I didn't realize how bad it looks when that happens. Did I look like that, guys?
I almost don't want to ask.
When it was stuck in me helmet.
No. You had a beard. It made you infinitely more attractive.
Ah,
Yeah,
see,
yeah.
there you go. And I'll kick the mommy and pull my axe out.
Alright, it staggers back and goes, "Bleh,
You need a beard, buddy.
bleh," and then its lower jaw just falls off. It's still connected there.
I like your enthusiasm, but you're going the wrong way with it.
Alright, and it's that mummy, so he's going to give you some enthusiasm.
Oh, multiple enthusiasms, I bet.
I'm guessing that
No.
doesn't hit.
No.
See, is this an
Too dwarfy
agile
for that.
weapon? Doesn't look like it. Alright, he just punches you several times on the breastplate. Bonk, bonk, bonk. He's trying, man. He's trying. Trying real hard. Alright, Yark.
boy! I don't like this. I don't like anything about this.
You can use Disrupt Undead, by the way, as a ranged spell if you need to as a cantrip.
Uh-huh. Measuring the distance.
30 feet.
Alright then. Can't disturb someone there. Entire action is gonna go into this. So it better fucking work.
But you get one. It's only 2 actions to use the thing, so you can always like move as well.
Eh. The fucking mom in front of Dane's getting fucking disrupted.
Alright, well, it will try and resist that with a Fortitude save.
And then I'll proceed to raise my shield.
Alright, he fails, so go ahead and roll your... Oh, you did roll a damage. It is 6.
6
Right.
holy damage.
Let's
Does it do extra because it's positive, or do you not get like weaknesses?
Nope, that is not how that works.
No.
Okay.
Pathfinders are like, fuck.
Nope, it just ignores
You're
any
nice there.
damage resistances Ended might have.
Okay.
Here's a good thing. It's not resistant to the damage.
Yeah.
I
So
would
yeah,
hope
you
not.
sear it with holy light. And then, yeah. The other mummy is going to come over here. 2, 3, 4. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It will come over here with a double move. Get into a flanking position.
That is not good.
Does a 20 hit you, Dane?
20 does, in fact, hit me.
Alright. I'm
I
going to
got
need a
some
fortitude
rats.
save, and you are going to take 10 points of damage.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
I'm taking
how
the
it-
10 points of damage first. You can't stop me.
Alright.
He dealt
Portable
8
tunes.
deaths.
You are fine. You are
Turns
not,
on the
in
dwarf.
fact, hideous.
Well, that'd be relative.
Alright. Cole.
The mummy curse can make your beard rot off.
I'm going to cast Shilach.
I think you mean
Um,
Shillelagh.
Whatever.
The
I'm
best
the
spell
fucking druid
name.
here.
Fucking Irish.
I'm going to use that on my staff, but that takes 2 actions. So if I move, I can't attack, can I?
Correct.
At which point I'm better off staying stealthed for this time. I will ready my weapon, I guess, as well, if it's not already readied.
Alright.
That's my entire action. I get a minute of lots of damage use.
Lady.
The term is lady, get the hell away. DCL, that's you.
I was muted. Okay,
DCL.
so I have a question.
We should
I think
focus fire.
I think I know the answer to it. Do I have to wait till combat starts to get into my stances?
You should probably stay away from the enemy. Like real far away.
I mean, that's the plan, but do I have to
I have
spend
a
an
sling.
action to get into stance?
Yes, it does take us an action to go into stance.
You could always you could throw rocks at them or something.
This
I
year
hate
I'll have
that.
a sling on me if you want.
I hate that narratively so much because it's the same as drawing a weapon. But
Yes,
I
it
can't
is.
do it. But I can't do it until combat starts.
I advise killing one mummy at a time.
I guess I spend an action to get in stance since I can't do that until initiative's rolled.
Mm-hmm.
Wine. So stupid. And I'm gonna move over here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take cover. I believe I can take cover against
Yep,
the bonus
you
save.
can definitely take cover behind that against ranged attacks.
Only ranged attacks.
I mean, it'll just walk around the tree if it wants to fight you in melee.
By the way, when you attack, do you add your level?
Yeah, it's auto-calculated on your sheet.
Well,
I
I
don't
guess
have my
that's,
weapon in my sheet. I'm not quite sure how to do it.
my turn.
Alright. The last mummy. Well, Cole's right here, so 1, 2, 3... Well, actually...
Calls, you done?
That's true. So I guess, all things being relatively equal... Actually, are they relatively equal? Can you get to both of you? Yes.
Okay. It's a
Wait,
staff.
I thought those
It's
things were slow. That's like 35.
It's going to have to double move.
Okay.
7. Is a staff strength or dexterity?
Strength.
Right.
Cool.
Alright, it is going to rush up into Yark's face. And miss. Bonk. Kareen.
Okay, so let's see here. Move up,
I'm confused.
and
How do I
then
add
let's do some sneak attack stabbing.
How do I add extra dice to my damage on this thing?
Mm. Alright,
Okay,
let's see.
16.
That is a hit, thanks to flanking. And you'll do 10
So that's
Damagios.
10,
Bonk.
and then the second attack. Oh, and sorry, and then the sneak attack.
Alright. Because
Wait,
undead aren't
we're
immune to sneak
level-
attack.
Wait, what level are we? We level up, so
Yeah, you're level 2,
Correct.
but it's still 1d6.
just making sure. Holy shit, goddamn PDF piece of bullshit. Sneak. Oh, fit, yeah. So,
Why she? Wait, what's
an
that ranger
extra
doing?
5 damage.
What's the druid doing?
You have no idea. He's hidden. Alright,
Take your
another
turn,
5
Freya.
damage.
Say.
And then second attack. Mm, 22.
Alright, yeah, that'll definitely hit.
This is some good rolls.
And then some
Yeah.
more sneak attack.
Whew. Rogue's
Another
getting
6.
multiple attacks around is a real force multiplier.
Yeah. But it is obviously you get negatives to it, so it's not that bad. I like their action economy actually a lot in this Pathfinder game. I think it's really good.
Ah,
Okay.
I just realized it's my turn.
Yeah. If you can kill the one you really whacked a bunch, I'll leave it
Is
come
that
over.
the one to my northeast or my southwest?
the one where I got my arrow on,
Alright.
southeast.
Wait, there's a text. Wait.
No, don't move. Stay there, because I'm gonna help you when it's my turn next anyway. So I'll either finish it off or I'll flank the other guy. I'll flank whichever one's
Alright.
alive, and I'll nuke it.
Does the 18 hit?
An 18 will absolutely hit.
Alright, I forget what sweeping does, so I gotta go, like, I
Blat.
don't have the book open.
I think
it's
it
dead, that's
goes
It's dead anyway.
the
Fine.
weapon thing that you move on to the next one or something like that.
Yeah, it's like Cleave Light, but I don't remember exactly how it works. So whatever, we'll just, do one
Might
of
as
these
well
on the other guy.
Do the triple dip or swing.
If you miss, you simply do not have a.
Oh, you hit
Yeah,
again. Yo, Sav&D hit
Yes.
again.
Yeah, he
I
did.
hit the other one for 8. Oh, I've been working on these zombies.
Excuse me, they're mummies, you shitlord.
I'm gonna walk over to the mummy.
Excuse me, I'm a dwarf, I don't give a shit. Undead is
I know.
undead.
Yark,
I'm
you're
gonna
up.
flank him.
Oh god, this guy's
Oh,
in
sorry.
front of me. I should stab.
Sorry, I thought it was my turn. I'll get back over here. My apologies.
Right then, proceed with the stabbing. Good thing I can use this as a cleric power, so it doesn't actually cost me anything. Oh boy.
Okay. I mean, if it's a cleric power, it costs you spell points, but yeah, basically nothing. Alright,
So
let's
17.
see. So you get advantage. Alright, you hit.
That's 23.
25, but that will not be a crit. But you will do 9 damage.
Alright then I'll hit again with my second. Ah, wait, no. Nope. It takes 2 actions.
Aha. Okay.
Wait, did the 15 hit?
It did because of flanking, but also the 23 hit, which was an advantage roll.
Okay.
Alright, the
And I
mummy
guess that-
next to Dane.
Oh, this is a horrible ability. I'd
Wait,
rather
wait.
you.
Well, doesn't
If
True Strike
True
only take one
Strike-
action? Isn't it a single action?
Yeah.
True Strike. No. True Strike is a single action. He can attack again because you
Oh.
can attack, use True Strike, then swing again, and True Strike will ignore the penalties. That's how you're meant to use it. You swing, True Strike, swing, and you remove the -5 circumstantial penalty if you read the ruling on it.
Next time you make an attack from the end of your next of your turn, roll the attack transit. That does not seem to be how that works, but it does let you roll twice. So yes, Yark, if you want to take another action, you can.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Dane, you will
starting this
take
bit
11
again.
points of damage, and I will need a Fortitude save.
Dane!
17.
Alright, that will hit
But
and destroy.
Oh, I thought he hit you.
I mean, Dane
There
also
was
gets hit.
another ability that let me turn my weapon into a magical weapon for a couple of attacks. Ah, there it is.
That's a pretty good
Then
one.
11 damage, and I need a Fortitude save.
alrighty. Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
You
11
become
damage?
hideous.
Well,
I
I
don't
mean...
think it works that fast.
No, it doesn't, but it will literally
I mean-
never matter to you in any capacity, so...
I mean, we will be seeing the druid soon. Maybe he can cure you.
Alright, and he
As
has
the
2 more attacks,
lady-
so...
Rip. Don't die, Dane.
Yeah,
I
right.
can't die. I'm a dwarf.
Bonk, bonk. Alright,
It's
and then
literally
the rest of the
impossible to
party
kill me.
falls on this guy and destroys him, because
Cool.
mummies
My
are
go.
underpowered as shit. But
Oh, I didn't even get a... Can I swing at least?
and if you want to roll, sure, I don't care.
I mean, they did take off 2/3 of the tank's hit points and give him a really annoying disease with just 2 of them.
How do I make the tech roll work? What do I have to click?
You click
got
the
that
weapon on your character sheet.
I've got it here. I don't know what I'm clicking. Tech 1?
Yep, that's
Is that
it.
here?
So
So I deal 15 damage.
what the fuck?
Yeah, boy. I do, because it's magic, I do damage, then I do more damage, and because it's undead, I do another damage.
I'm just gonna go look up how this works.
Yeah, it's pretty dang good. Let me
Ah,
just show you
there it
this.
is.
Weapon surge, self.
I finally found it. This is it, boys. I'm
me show
saving
you.
this.
Let me show you the skill book. 7. Spells and powers. Pretty sure I got it written down. Here it is. Scroll to the bottom.
Shillelagh. That's a first
What did I
level
post in
spell.
the
It's
chat?
not a cantrip. Okay.
No, I know it's not cantrip. I casted it.
Okay. No, it's fine. I was thinking of 5e. That was just my brain. I was like, what the fuck? But okay.
Yeah. I can do
Yeah, that's fine.
heal damage, and that's just
additionally,
one
as long as
swing.
you're on your home plane text.
Basically,
okay.
I just want to roll at least one attack, so that way at the end of the combat, it's not like, oh, you sat in a tree the entire time. I want to be known that I came over there and I...
Separation, extraplanar, and undead. And X-Hunter died.
It's pretty good against
It
that
is
test. I,
indeed true.
Yeah, that is actually an extremely powerful
so
ability.
I came over there and I fucking... I
Yeah, he just-
reaped.
Tore its head off.
Batter up.
Yeah, basically.
Oh well, fuck it. I didn't have to get in close range with the fucking.
Cole
Alright.
will offer you a potion, Dan.
Yes, I will gladly drink a potion.
I do. Okay, so I do want to mention it because it bothers me. Like, we haven't done the whole thing where people have to use an action to draw weapons, and I still have
Well,
to.
I already said that I did that when I was in the tree.
I know-
said
I
it
know,
was not
'cause the-
drawn.
Because the thing is, like, people obviously just draw their weapons before combat starts, right? So why
No,
can't you
people
take-
just walk out with their weapons out the entire time because you're in
To
the
be
middle of a fucking forest.
I'm trying to say.
If you
Shut up, Freya. What I'm trying to say is why can't I take a martial stance when I know there's going to be combat?
Well,
You can.
DCL, why don't you need to use an action to draw your fists?
Fucking
you could literally specify before combat happens. You
no,
could, by
that's
the way,
the problem.
Seven.
I
No,
can't.
but okay, Seven. If
No, he
DCL
can't.
went to you,
He actually can't.
if he
I mean, I should be able.
He should be able to,
Okay.
but he can't.
can't he go to you and tell you
No.
that I'm in a combat ready
No.
stance? Okay. Well,
That's the
nonsense
point.
shit,
Welcome to
Janice.
the Pathfinder playtest. We can't
hate
do
you.
sensible
I hate you
things.
so much, Saven.
It ain't my fucking fault.
You could overrule that. You just hate monks.
Yeah, you're gonna chug that potion, by the way, Dane.
So
Look,
double the
Merzendi, I
bullshit.
believe that you believe it's true,
What do I
but
roll
the
for
actual
that
person who designed the rules ran
no
the monk
idea.
that way.
There you get
That's how I'm
healed
rolling it.
Oh, I hate you so much, Saven.
for
Look,
14.
tell them to unfuck their game.
I will give the potion
is
back because I got
Pathfinder.
14 hit points given to me.
Okay. She'll take it. Thank you. You did
Thank you,
good work there, Dane.
I try. What?
Yeah,
Seem
I
to have
think
picked up a spot of the consumption.
I think perhaps you need to see the druid as well. Can I if the druid doesn't appear, the guy we were following, can I make a roll to try and find him with like survival or something?
Yeah, as soon as you start looking for him, he's already on the trail like 20 feet ahead of you, just waving you on.
Cool. I wouldn't say that mummies are underpowered as such. I think we just, unlike the spiders, we decided to focus them down one at a time.
No, I think
I
the
think
mummies just have a little too low HP for their level.
I think the
Really?
spiders.
Well,
don't
what
have-
level were they?
Dude,
They're like-
They were just
they're like-
CR2s.
The
They had
spiders.
40
I
HP.
think the
Mhm.
mummies didn't have a 1 DC or be stuck.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Like,
the mummies were fine for hit points. They got crit by a guy carrying the fattest weapon a low level can carry.
Yeah.
And I
That
was
too.
Also generally rolling well to hit them.
but I mean, like,
Not just-
these guys compared to the giant spiders who are a lower CR are much less effectual,
Well,
which
the
is like,
spiders
well,
were fucking broken. Like
yeah,
I don't
like
think it's
one
just
one of these two things is broken. I don't know if it's the spiders or the mummies, but
Dude,
something's
10
fucky.
10 of
The
those
spiders.
spiders could kill a legendary dragon because it would just be constantly webbed to the floor and there'd be nothing it could do about it.
You know,
It's
you
not
make a
just-
valid point. Okay, the mummies are fine. Spiders are broke as fuck.
But it's just, I think at level 2, you get to the point where you're not in like, the stupid Pathfinder monster can't just one shot you like that, which is what the spiders did. They bit you, you died. If you weren't dying,
It was
poison would
like
kill you.
the fire
Okay.
elemental, the like low bullshit level fire elemental in the other playtest, just decimated a
Yeah.
4th level group because it just did 3 attacks, each of which set you on fire and did like 3d6 damage. It was amazing. That is just impossible to
3d6
kill.
plus something damage.
Yeah, and had a like plus 12 attack bonus. It was great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this was bullshit.
Yeah, monsters,
Straight up.
much like in the 5th edition playtest, actually, monsters in Pathfinder playtest clearly did not get much love in their design work.
Or
I
maybe they.
I
or maybe
hope
they
they
got
will
all,
fix that.
Maybe they got all the love.
Well-
That's the problem.
No. I mean, like they're
It's-
actually just badly balanced. It's not like, oh, we
It's
love this monster in
4 to 5
particular
in
so
the
much. It's
morning.
so great. Yeah, this would be a good time to end it as you guys get ready to meet the Archdruid here.
Oh boy.
Before we go, can I ask the druid? Do you normally have mummies in your word?
Yes. He just gives you that
Okay.
one-word answer, and you catch a moment of him looking very, very angry. Not at you, but at this fucking forest. Like, you get the feeling something's wrong here.
To be fair, if you remember on the map, it did say white marsh.
Mm-hmm.
Now it could be because there are whites in the marsh.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know.
Boom! Galaxy brain moment.
They don't call me Cole Holmes for no reason.
I thought the trees just had white bark.
Alright, well, thank you guys for playing. Next session will be our last. Lady will get healed, presumably, by the druid, and then you guys can go to a castle and kill a bandit leader. and it
Well,
will
we
be
can-
great.
We're gonna die.
All of that.
But I mean,
information.
it depends. If the bandit leader brings giant spiders, we might as well just forfeit.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
Like
think
the bandit queen will come riding a giant spider.
With
And
an
we'll just be
ogre.
like-
No, he'll have an ogre on a giant spider. That's all
We'll
I
just
need.
be like,
No, a giant ogre spider.
Yeah, a Drider ogre.
Oh
Spike,
God,
Droger. A Droger.
a
will come
Droger.
No.
Okay, yeah, that's the final. That's the
Did you
actual
see
final
that?
boss. There you go.
No,
I'll
I
just
fucked that
kill
shit.
everybody
Yes,
in one
fuck
turn.
this
The end.
entire week.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching, streaming, and YouTube. You guys have a good night.
What's
And
that?
we
We level
will
up to
see you
level
next
3?
time.
Thank